Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Or for some of you, good night. It might be really late for some of you guys. Hi. One second. Let me get loaded up over here, and we'll be set to go. Where'd I put my thing? There it is. All right, cool. Let's rumble. Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome in. How you doing this morning? What's up? Oh my god, brunch fish. It is in fact brunch fish right now. Hi, good morning everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Grizz. Hello there, Lincario. Hello there, Master Lincario. Hello there, Helena. Hello there, Marissa. Hello there, Heritan. Hello there, Wiz. And hello there, Commander Colonian. Good morning. What up, everybody? We're vibing today. Let me steal my little foot pedal over here. I promise we'll do things that are not baby steps this week, no matter how today goes. But I can guarantee you for a fact we're starting with baby steps today. The race is on. The racers have approached the baby breaker, and I need to be the one who comes out on top. So I've got to get back to my climb. I've actually got to get back to my climb a little bit. We got to see if I can be the one to climb the mountain first. Anyone have any success? Anyone get on the baby breaker and get any far? I watched my wife Lilith get through this game. She blasted through this game about 25 hours, 25, 28 hours of my gameplay. She got through in about 6. She reached the baby breaker and she looked at it and she's like, Kaya, this climb is stupid as hell. So she's in a position where at any moment she could overtake me. I don't know how you guys are going, but we'll figure it out. Steve is knowing you that Lilith bought baby steps. Did she beat you already? She beat my time to the mountain by about 20 hours. And then she tried a few attempts on the baby breaker and she's like, this climb is obnoxious and horrible. And other life priorities take precedent right now. She does have other business she needs to do. So I have a chance to climb the mountain while she's working on other things. I have a shot. I have a shot. You got distracted, but you did get a pair. Lilith actually found a banana that I hadn't found on the way up the mountain. And I'm jealous because I fucking love bananas. And somehow she found a banana and also beat my time by 20 hours. I've got a few competitors trying to get to the top of the baby breaker first, but so far, I'm still just barely in the lead, just barely. So I'm gonna see if I can do it today. We're gonna do some climbing, we're gonna do some chilling, we'll play some baby steps. Good morning. Let me drink my water. You're speedrunning Baldur's Gate 3 runs to try and get all achievements? Holy moly. Do you know how many playthroughs you need for that? Like, how many playthroughs do you need, like, in a perfect world where you do everything right? Is it like a 3-run achievements? Is it like 2? Only 2? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm guessing that's just like, there's some quests that lock you out of other paths, and you just take the one that you haven't taken before, mostly. Also, hi Lilith, I love you. If you save scum. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair! Crown still on? Crown still on. Alright, up we go. Let's remember how all this works. Let's remember how all this works in time for some big climb. Up, up. Haha. My goal today is to finish out the labbing we did earlier. We finally discovered, I think, what is the play for Evil Edge. And now we just need to execute it correctly. Where'd the crown go? Down there? Yeah, I'll come back. I don't need to come back for it later. I'll come back for it now. Give me your crown. I scoop you. I scoop you with Nate's flubby pear body. I scoop you and I take you down with me. There's no origin-specific achievements. Gotcha. Origin meaning, like, the character you play as, right? So you don't have to, like, do you have to play as, like, every character once? Do you have to, like, do something where you're playing as, like, beat the game as Gale as your main character? Beat the game as fucking Shadowheart? No? Fair enough. Beat the game as Karlach. I never even think about it, but I forget that you can actually play Baldur's Gate 3 without a custom character. You can actually choose to just play the game as whoever's in the party, which is weird to me. It's so weird. Like, not having a main character that you made yourself feels like, why am I here? What is the purpose? Yes, don't get me wrong, the party is lovely. They're great. Almost all of them are fantastic characters, unless you're Shadowheart. Or maybe Will, who's just a little boring. But that being said, it's like, why would you want to play as somebody else's character when you can be your own OC? So important. Beat the game as a really cool individual. That's most people who play the game, I imagine. They have that achievement. Come here. All right, Nate, hold on. Hold on, Nate. Thank you. How does Blue Karlach feel about Red Karlach? Obviously top 10. Top 10, 10 out of 10 character. I also found her storyline really sweet. I mean, and that should surprise no one. Anyone who's played Baldur's Gate 3 all the way through, I love her story. I love the ending she gets if you do everything, you know, for her that you want to do for her. I love Karlach's storyline so much. She's fantastic. Absolutely one of my favorite characters in the entire game, if not my favorite character in the game. With Lae'zel as a close second. Up. Also, we were really upset that you find that one really funny character towards the end of the game. That one really funny dude. We wanted him on our party the entire time, and it's tragic that you can't, like, New Game Plus, where he's in your party from the beginning. The really funny guy from the ending of the game, which I guess would be a spoiler for some. He's great. Fantastic. You can play Baldur's Gate 2 for that guy. Yeah, maybe. Might be worth it. I don't know. Some games are just so fucking old now. It's really hard to get back into them. I'm a big fan of old school stuff that holds up, and it's kind of hit or miss on what holds up and what doesn't. I don't know if I'd be able to play Baldur's Gate 3 or if I'd be like, eh. I know I tried Planescape Torment, which was an equally old game with like a kind of similar, it was like Baldur's Gate style game where you're like woken up in a zombie apocalypse, like pyramid of some kind at the end of the zombie afterlife or some weird shit. And I just couldn't get into it. It was too janky. It was too old school and janky. On the other hand, I didn't really understand games like Baldur's Gate 3 until I played Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I tried Divinity Original Sin, and I was like, this is kind of boring. I tried Divinity Original Sin 2, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of boring. I tried Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like, oh, this is actually fun now. Wait, I get it. And that might have unlocked the cogs and wheels in my brain to get me to appreciate this genre in general and get better at them.
Watch it burn.
Okay. Not there yet. Up. Let's go here. Go here. Go here. Go here. Cool. All right, Nate. All right, Nate, we're back to the Evil Edge. All right, Evil Edge, what are we doing about you today? I think we're doing what we did last time, and we're just gonna try to do better at it. Which is the babyest of steps. The smallest of baby steps across this ledge until we get up it.
God.
Hello there, hi Zero, how you doing today? Of course you get a hug. In case of Mind Wipe and you lost all your RuneScape knowledge, would you play it again? Yes. I'd be super sick, honestly. Because one of the most fun things about RuneScape is like that initial sense of exploration that a lot of us went through as kids and teens, but I think I've seen a lot of people who check it out in modern days also get, where you just get like this whole huge open world of mysteries and what the fuck is happening. It's like this giant playground of fantasy adventure. And if I could like erase all my knowledge and learn it all over again, it'd be fun. It'd be a fun time. Just a fun game to explore. What about the fear of the jankiness? No. I think people who look at it as janky,
No.
I don't know. I think a lot of people who look at it as janky and haven't actually tried it overestimate how janky it actually is. It's really not that janky. But that being said, if you're looking for like a more actiony playstyle, where first of all you want fluid movement and like mobility and like jumping around and dodging bosses and stuff, if you want that, you don't find that in that game. That doesn't make it janky. That just means it doesn't have the gameplay that you're looking for. They also tend to have like, it starts off really slow with a lot of like basic interactions, just like left click and wait for things to happen. Once you get deeper into the game, you start to find a lot of really quick action combat where you do have to be really precise in your movements and your positioning and your mechanics and your DPS and uptime and all that kind of stuff. You have some really cool high action moments. And I think people who only see the early game don't understand that there is actually good combat later in the game. And that comes with the caveat of you gotta put like lots of hours into it to get to the action. So if you're somebody who doesn't like the slow parts, you won't like getting to the fast parts. But if you like them both, then you get a lot to play with. That's how you feel about people talking about older Baldur's Gate games. And that's the thing, isn't it, really? Like, that's the thing. Is that if you really like the gameplay style, it's not janky. If you like the gameplay style and how it works, it's not janky to you. Barring some things, there are like definite, I think, quality of life improvements and UI improvements that games have made over the years that will always and forever be janky, whether you like them or not. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like CRPGs for the longest time. I thought CRPGs sucked. And I think that the only thing that's changed my mind is in Baldur's Gate 3, really. Hi, Kieran, welcome in. And I think that calling something janky, it's either a sign of something that hasn't had good quality of life, like objectively it has had bad quality of life, or it's just like stupid, like having to go through 15 menus to do one thing that you could do in 2 clicks in modern games. That's a good argument for like, this is objectively janky. Whereas like, okay, in Pokemon you can't jump, generally. Like there's some exceptions, you can get really pedantic about it. In some Pokemon games you can jump, like on a bicycle or going down ledges or whatever, but you can't just like hit the A button and jump. So saying, oh yeah, Pokemon's janky because you can't jump isn't really accurate because it's not a game where you're expected to jump in. Talking about like the mainline games, obviously, not things like Legends, where sometimes you mount up and jump on things. Hi Kit, how you doing today? Welcome in. This looks too frustrating to me. Weak, but I respect your decision. This game is fucking amazing. This is like absolutely one of my favorite games I've ever played. Hands down. Hello there, hello. Welcome in. This is a game about overcoming challenges and becoming stronger than you were at the beginning of the title screen, and I fucking love that. I love that experience of learning how to control something and learning how to do something difficult. It makes me feel good. Did you get a new model? Yes, I did. You must have been out for a while now. I think, when was this? Oh my god, when did I get my updated model? It was like sometime after I moved. I think it was June? I think it was sometime in June I ended up getting my model update. And I feel good. It looks good and I look good and I'm happy about it. I feel like I look amazing. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with how it turned out. My artist is amazing. My rigger is amazing. They did incredible work together. And now I'm gorgeous. Now I'm more gorgeous than ever. It has the same feeling as Getting Over It. It's made by the same person. This is actually made by Bennett Foddy and 2 other devs, whose names I will one day remember, but that day is not today. That day is not today. Trust me, they matter too, and it feels rude that I keep on attributing this game to Bennett Foddy when there's like 2 other people who are in the credits with him that worked very hard to make this reality. But like, listen, you know, Getting Over It, that guy, he absolutely made this, and that's the first thing that comes to mind when you see it. 100%. Oh no! Woo. You can't avoid being like, yeah, this is a Bennett Foddy game, 100%. Are you married yet? How you been? We got married in December. We got married Friday the 13th last year. At the very end of the year in December. We got married, I moved out in April, and now I'm hanging out. It's almost been a year that I've been out here now. It's officially been a full year that we've been married. And I've been moved out for, 9 months? 9 months, 10 months? When is it April again? Close. Almost 10 months. It's been awesome, yeah! Oh, no. We've been having a great time together. I am, as they say, in my happy place. That explains a lot of how my feelings are towards this game. Yeah, I'm the opposite, whereas I don't see rage games, as long as they're built well, I don't see rage games as rage games. I see rage games as learning opportunities, and I love a gameplay loop that challenges me to work with something weird, figure it out, and get better at it. I love that. I love that experience so much. So most rage games are just fun to me. Really depends on the type of game. If there's ones that are like, oh, it's just pranks, like it's literally nothing but pranks, like Kaizo games, Kaizo Mario, or Cat Mario, or whatever. They just prank you and expect you to remember the prank and then not fall for the prank next time. I think those games suck. I think they suck. I don't think they're fun. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're a good time. But games that like are just like, they're weird and they're hard to control, but they're consistent. And they don't prank you, they just work the way they work. I think you're very good. I love learning a game and learning how to be good at the game. God. Even if the game is weird. It's like what I play games for, is to develop a skill or explore a new world. And this game has been hilarious and whimsical and magical. So I'd say it solves all of those boxes I'm looking for. It's just a good game. The professional brick wall gourmet. I'm not weak like the rest of you is what I'm not. All right, I'm gonna take a drink. How's your weekend been? It was a pretty good weekend. The weekend itself was incredible. Had a nice weekend, for the most part. For the most part. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my ankles up on this. Okay. We're really close to beating this ledge. If I can just get a little bit more over, we'll be there. Just a little bit more over. Hold on, I'll talk about my weekend after getting my feet over here. Hi, Presto. Welcome, and of course you get a hug. I just need to get my little leggy a few more inches more over to the side.
Crap.
All right, just don't fall all the way, Nate. Okay, we didn't fall all the way. We didn't fall all the way over. That's awesome.
Go. And up we go.
Hey. Cool. Also, Grizz, I have a new rule for you. Hey, Grizz, I have a new rule for you. I don't know if you can survive this challenge. You're allowed to trash talk during this game once you've played 5 hours of it. Once I see 5 hours of playtime on my Steam's friend list for Dear Grizzlin and Baby Steps, then you're allowed to trash talk. Anything other than that, 15-minute timeout. Sound good? Sound good. Awesome. All right, cool. I'm glad we understand each other. Report back once you've got there. Or shut your damn mouth, one or the other. That's your call. All right. Yeah, go play the game. It's fun. I dare you. Cool. Let me see if I can get up this way. Yeah, this weekend was mostly good. We had a really good tabletop session. That was amazing. Spent some quality time with the wife, spent some quality time with myself. We did have a bit of bad news where we had a hair appointment this week to get our hair all nice and prettied up for the Pokemon tournament. We're going to Lilith's favorite hair person. Lilith's favorite hair person in the whole world, who's like super amazing, super creative, super talented. Always does like the most incredible hair, period. So good. She is such a good hairdresser. And she's also a friend of Lilith's. Like through going there over the years and like hanging out with her, she's also one of Lilith's friends. And our appointment on Friday got canceled because she was out sick. And Lilith was like, okay, that sucks. That's like that last minute cancellation. Like, why? And it turns out that she's got sepsis. She's off in the hospital with sepsis. So we're hoping that she's gonna be okay. So we're like really concerned about her health and hoping that this lady, you know, got caught in time to where it's not like really bad septic shock. And it also means, we don't have our nice hair day together. So hopefully she's okay. We might not have, it's likely we won't have our pretty hair for the tournament either. And both of those things are unpleasant. But she was well enough to message Lilith back. So we're hoping she makes like a full recovery and that she's gonna be all right, first and foremost. But that was just like a really ugly surprise on Saturday because that's someone who's really cool. Who actually we were hoping to meet up with and hang out with at the tournament too. And we're hoping she's well enough to go to the tournament. Yeah, no, Colonian, we're going to EUIC in February, the European International Tournament, the International Championship. And we're both spectators. She's doing cosplay, and I'm going to be spectating and doing side tournaments, little side events where you have like little mini matches that aren't the same as the big deal, but they exist. And I'm gonna be playing with my favorite Pokemon, Walking Wake. I'm gonna have a lot of fun, and we're all gonna go out. We have friends coming in from the United States. We're gonna get to hang out with. It's gonna be an amazing time. You even have precision foot stuffing in this game. This looks rough, C-dubs. This is so hard. This is so hard. I mean, the thing that makes it awful, Helena, is that, like, sepsis is really serious. Sepsis is a very serious condition. It has a huge mortality rate. So we're just hoping she's gonna be all right and come out of the hospital okay. But I'm hopeful that since she was able to get to the hospital and get the problem identified, and the fact that she was able to message Lilith about it means that she's okay in the sense that she will heal up. Fingers crossed that she's gonna be fine. I feel like you'd only play a game like this with friends, drunk, gather around a couch and pass the controller back and forth. Honestly, that'd be an amazing way to play. I think the only problem with that for me is that I'm literally the only person I know with the patience to play this. I don't think I could get any friends to play this with me, even drunk and with the controller passing. It's like me and Lilith. I also think that if we were playing drunk with friends, Maybe after an hour of attempting the baby breaker, you go up the staircase. Maybe if you're playing drunk with friends. Honestly, this entire game has been super manageable, super easy to learn, super smooth. This is the only challenge that actually feels like a wall, like an actual true wall. And I think the whole rest of the game would be fun, drunk with friends. And I think if you ignore this stupid ledge light right here and you go up the staircase, I think people could have fun with this. I do think this would be a fun drinking game. I take back what I said earlier. I think this would be a fun drinking game, as long as you guys make sure to abandon this staircase when you get too stressed out by it. As long as everybody doesn't descend into a blind drunken rage trying to go up this side, you're fine. I think you'd be fine. That being said, I am the person with the most patience for these kind of games in my entire friend group. And I'd hate to be living in a reality where at the end of a drunk night, I'm the only one happy while everyone else is in a blind murderous rage. Good morning, Darius. What a good alarm clock sound you make. Yeah, I'm here to wake people up. That's what I do best. Sorry, Nate. I panicked. Got you, though. We got you, buddy. We got you. I still don't know how to finish up that climb. The evil edge is the biggest wall I've ever seen in this game. It is the most difficult frickin' part of this game, period. You're on copium that the stairs have a catch that makes them really hard. I don't think that's true. I think that the best way to mess with somebody, I think that if you're thinking, oh, there's gotta be a way they mess with you, the best way to mess with someone is to give them the easy option right there and just dare you not to take it. That is the absolute maximum, like, biggest potential psychic damage. Even if you got pranked, you go up the stairs, you give in, you're like, whatever, I'll just take the stairs, and they prank you and it's actually really hard, then you'd just be like, oh, okay, so I guess they're both hard, and you'd move on with your life. But if the stairs are actually easy, then you get to live with the knowledge that you gave up. You live with the knowledge that you gave up forever. And I think that's far more effective as a messing with you button than actually having a trick about it. Probably just that they're really boring. I mean, trust me, the cutscenes in this game are so good. I think taking the stairs would be worth it just to see what happens at the end. That's okay. This is also fun. This is also fun. I love challenges. You need to Google search the translation for that illness. Yeah, sepsis. It's very extremely bad. It's like the kind of shock and illness that you get from taking an infected wound. Like being stabbed in the gut in medieval times. It's a very deadly condition. Not harder than the wall. What wall? Wait, what wall? Oh yeah, not saying that the stairs would be harder than this wall. Gotcha. The baby breaker itself. I'm still like, nah, I think that the best thing they can possibly do is just make the steps super easy. Let them be honestly exactly what they are. Which is an easy alternative to this shit. Nate! I got too eager. I'm sorry, Nate. No, that was my bad, buddy. I was way too excited there. I got going too fast. Good morning, TF2. How you doing today? Do any musicals recently? Have you been a musical, TF2? I think I saw the crown land over here. I'm pretty sure I saw it land over here. While I look painful, it's okay. Somebody wished away pain and death in this world, so we're immune to it. Ow. I've had worse. There's been times where we've had Nate land on his neck from that height. Like directly neck first. It's okay, he's had worser. He has had worser. Maybe the steps turn into a slide at the last step and you go all the way back down. No, even the one time that Bennett Foddy has done like pranks like that, like there's a snake that takes you from the end of the game to the very beginning of the game. It literally has a sign that says, do not ride the snake. Seriously, do not ride it. Do not touch snake. And if you touch snake, down you go. Those things tend to be really telegraphed and like noticeable. Climb fast, fall fast is how we make progress. Yeah. You're in any of Green Gables, but it's not a musical? Really? I don't know why, but for some reason I always thought it was. Is that a play then? Is that just a play? I guess I thought Anne of Green Gables was like, isn't it like a medieval story? I guess maybe it got translated into a play? I don't know the history of it. I don't know the history of it at all. Yeah, just a play? Fair enough. I know I've heard the title before, but I don't remember much about it. It feels like it would be like King Arthur legends, but I don't really know anything about Anne of Green Gables. I was only half a theater kid. I was only an honorary theater kid because my sister and mom were really into musicals and theater. So I got a lot of secondhand information about stuff, but I didn't really do a lot myself. It's about a girl, that's about it. You've forgotten most of the rest of it, fair enough. Well, it's about a girl, and her name is Anne, and she either has Green Gables or she's from Green Gables, one or the other. Good memory. You only got 2 speaking lines? Oh man. Hopefully it's fun production anyways. Hopefully it's a fun time to be around. Good crew to work with. Ugh, something you can be proud of at the end of the day. Every speaking line matters. Banana? Yeah, it's a banana peel there. If you're not careful, that banana just takes you right the fuck out. But I am extremely careful. And I've been up this particular climb like 18 times. So let me give you a perspective here. You see that? That's the staircase. I am not using the staircase. I'm using the side of the mountain known as the man breaker. Or as I call it, the baby breaker. And I've been challenged to use only the baby breaker to go up the mountain. And I was like, yeah, I like learning hard things. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's such an OSHA gag. Or OHSCH. What does that mean? Doom, 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 doom. I don't know what OSSHC stands for. That's a new abbreviation for me. And I could use the stairs at any time to just go up the hill, but I don't want to. I want to try to beat this because it looks more fun. I want to try and beat this one because it looks more fun and the cutscene was funny and made me want to. You just like the word play for theater because you live your life with a specific name for place. It's devoid of gaming connotation. Oh, really? So like you just like that in English, it's like play is to play games and play is also to have a theater production. And in Portuguese, it is different. How do you say theater play and how do you say play a game in Portuguese? I'm curious now. Ouran High School Host Club. It's an anime. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people love Ouran. I've never seen it, but I know it's like really popular. A lot of people talk about Ouran High School Host Club. And I know less than Jack all about it. I'm uncultured in the ways. Nate, slow down. Don't fall. Don't fall. Alright. Alright, time for Evil Edge once again. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I was too impatient! I didn't let myself set up! Okay, try it again. Hogar is for games and Pekka? I don't know how to pronounce the C with that specific symbol under it. Pekka? I don't know how you pronounce that. But gotcha. So kind of similar to Spanish where jugar is to play games. Juegos, etc. Only it's hogar. Double S, okay. So pesa? Pesa? Gotcha. Okay, cool. By the standards of the day, it was so close to being progressive, but you'd think maybe it needs to be done a little bit. Yeah, wasn't it like, was Ouran High School Host Club like, it feels like it was a gay boy anime. Was it about a bunch of boys that were like totally roommates and got along real well and maybe it could have been a gay show, but not quite? Or is it like, what else? What made it stand out other than apparently having really good humor? Like being really funny from what people said? I remember people like really liking the jokes and thinking it was a really funny anime. And I always got the impression it was gay as hell, but I don't really know for sure. You had a good time with it, but don't remember that much of it. Sometimes that's just how stuff is. Like there's a lot of things that fall into that, like, it was fun.
Where's the quad?
It was not deep and meaningful to my life. It didn't connect with me forever. It didn't live in my heart for all time, but it was fun for the time that I spent with it. And when life is so freaking hard, I think that just having fun is a victory. Even though you can be like, oh yeah, a 7 out of 10 experience that I don't remember later. That's not super meaningful. I need my life to be 10 out of 10s only. I disagree, man. I disagree. I think there's a space in our lives for 7 out of 10s because sometimes you just need to be distracted and happy for a couple hours. Sometimes you just need to go have some fun for a little while. And it's okay if it doesn't change your life. I think there's room for both in our lives. Things that are absolute 10 out of 10 memorable, change my life forever experiences, and things that are just fun. We had a good time, and that's it. Bacon, wake up! Of course you get a hug. Kinda. The main character from Oran was non-binary, or NB, before we really had those concepts more developed. Fair enough. And I'm guessing it's like just a little bit clunky in some of the ways it communicates itself. Because we hadn't developed the culture tech to talk about it yet. It's like a little clunky, but kind of cool still, because they kind of went there. You don't remember any of your experiences with Repo? I fucking love Repo. Repo's hilarious. That game's great. Repo and Peak are both fantastic. What started Friend Slop? What was the birth of Friend Slop as a genre? When did Friend Slop start becoming? I guess, like, would Overcooked count? Would it be Overcooked, or would you say, like, Lethal Company was the first Friend Slop game? Where did I fall? Okay, I messed up. Give me your crown.
Bother.
Dark Souls was the first Friend Slop game? Shut up. Shut up. I think that it's really funny because for some people, Dark Souls is a quiet, solo, isolating adventure. A dark climb into dungeons by yourself against unspeakable horrors. And for some people, Dark Souls is a let's get the squad online. Let's get the squad online and go meme on some fucking dragons. And you have completely different experiences with that game, depending on which one of those two you are. Honestly, I love and respect that Dark Souls can be a friend slop game. You just get your two best friends and you go on adventures in Dark Souls. I understand and respect that. But I think that's maybe 10% of Dark Souls players, maybe 10 or 20. I feel like most people experience that game solo. And then a few people have ascended to Nirvana and had the full friend experience for the entire series. They saw early on that this was just Night Rain waiting to happen, and they're like, yeah, just run around with your friends, it's great. You want a Souls-like friend slop game? Yeah, go play Dark Souls. Literally, get any Dark Souls game and 2 friends and go ham. Especially if you download the seamless co-op mods. It becomes a lot sillier and more fun when you're just running around having a good time with the friendos. And it's really ridiculous to me because I never think of Dark Souls as a multiplayer game. Like, I'm always first and foremost thinking about going on my quiet solo adventure against the bosses. But some of the best times I've had with those games, I've been playing with my wife, playing co-op through those games. And imagine you get like, 1 or 2 more friends in the mix and you all just run around the world together having fun. 100% friend slap. 100%. Just nothing but, yeah, you know the video, Dark Souls with your best mates? That's the one. Hi, Ty, are you home? Are you okay? Can I help you? Hi, Ty, good morning. No. No, not home, or no, I can't help you. I'm in Mexico, no to all of the above, I see. Oh, man, I hope you get to go home soon. And I'm hoping that the side tournament felt better. I'm hoping you had a good time at the side tournament. I noticed that, like, the resistance didn't work in your favor. But I noticed you also got some dubs on the board. I just hope it was, like, a better send-off that way. Listen to Miyazaki interviews. Friend Slap is a developer intended way. Yeah, it's so interesting because, like, they really, like, at the forefront of their design philosophy, they thought of Dark Souls as co-op multiplayer games. And it's weird that people got sucked into it's weird to the developer's intent that people got sucked into the solo challenge nature of it. But yeah, no, like, Dark Souls were really intended to be, like, just summon your friends, go have fun. Go play with your friends. And maybe strangers online as well. Like, they put those systems in there for a reason. And they really wanted you to just go play Dark Souls like it was Lethal Company. So just get in there. You love Friend Slop, not to play yourself, but to watch. They do make for really memorable videos. I love friend slapping on twitch.tv. It's fun. Some of the stupid situations you watch other people get up to are just the best. Friend slop is a beautiful genre. I also like that it's affordable. As a girl who is bitch broke, I love how affordable friend slop games are. I like things that I can afford to play with my friends. Hey Kyrie, did you see Battlefield 6 came out? Doesn't exist to me. Does not exist to me. Even if it was like as good as it was in beta, even if it was like the most amazing Battlefield game ever, I don't have $60 to go play something every once in a while with my friends. I don't have that money. I'd much rather pay 20 bucks to play go Peak or Repo or something, you know? Things I can actually afford are games I can actually play. They really wanted Dark Souls to be a platformer where you meet people. Aww. Aww. So it wasn't just like supposed to be like this like asynchronous, you get messages from other people. Like they actually wanted you to make lasting friendships through Dark Souls. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Can Team Fortress 2 be a friend slop game? I wouldn't say it's in the same genre. Because TF2 is a game that you can just hop on and have fun with your friends. But it's primarily a competitive shooter. So it's like a competitive shooter that you can slop with. But I wouldn't say it's a friend slop game, because friend slop is something you can just pick up with friends who've never played a game before and have some fun with them. Actually, I wonder, now I'm curious, does difficulty change whether it's friend slop or not? Is a hard friend slop game still friend slop? Or if it starts to become hard, does it stop being slop because it's something that like everyone will have to get good at to actually compete? Whereas most of those games are just like, you can be at any skill level, you just run and have fun. You just run around and have fun. Also, hi Troy, welcome in, how you doing today? I don't know if competitive is a word I'd use for TF2. Ah! Oh my god, we have another TF2 in chat. Hello, Headshot, welcome in. Listen, I mean, yes, it's silly. It's a really silly game that's a lot of fun to play casually. And that's the other thing, is that games like Counter-Strike are really hard to play casually. You come into Counter-Strike and you're a casual, you're still gonna turn your left, like your head around the corner to the left and be immediately deleted by the other newbies. A newbie in Counter-Strike still has 10,000 hours more experience than you and will absolutely delete you from existence the second you load onto the map. So like, Counter-Strike is competitive in a way that you can never slop. You will never be casual at Counter-Strike. You will only get destroyed until you eventually maybe someday choose to not get destroyed. Team Fortress, you can just log on and have goofy, silly fun. You can't have goofy, silly fun in Team Fortress in a way that you can't in like Counter-Strike or Valorant. It's just not that hardcore fundamentally. But I still think it's not friend slop. It can be a casual friendly shooter, but it's not friend slop. I would call it slop yet. Here's a question though. Is Left 4 Dead friend slop? Is Left 4 Dead a friend slop game, huh? Yeah, that's actually what I'm thinking. Sorry, I feel stupid because I just said it like right like then without even looking at chat, and Darius just beat me to it. Is Left 4 Dead friend slop? I think it is. I think it actually is. You legit had people get mad that the entire lobby went friendly and was just chilling and emoting. Nah, man. I fucking take your sweat out of it. Take your sweat out of it. Everybody's on the bridge just dancing together with their hats, whatever. Beauty. That is the ultimate summary of beauty. When the human race can come together and instead of shooting one another, just dance on a bridge. No, that's absolute human evolution. That Sweatlord can get lost. Hey Gremlin, good morning. How good are the steppies? I'm getting up here so consistently now. I'm getting up here so consistently. Now I just need to figure out how to beat this corner. Because this really feels like the tack. This feels like the tack. I feel bad. I asked Ty how his weekend went and he stopped talking to me. I didn't think it was that bad. I was hoping for happiness and hype. But I think I only made things worse. Somebody go fucking check on Ty. I think for something to be friend slop, it has to be a solely co-op experience. That's an interesting point, actually. That's an interesting point, that might be one of the definitions of friend slop, is that it is 100% co-op. Because like you can solo Phasmophobia, you can solo Lethal Company, you can solo Repo, but it's not the same experience, you know? And it's not the way it was built. Team Fortress is either friendly or sweaty. My favorite map in Team Fortress is Black Mesa. I don't know if that custom map still exists, because a lot of the time when I played like 15 years ago, even then it was starting to get less and less popular on servers. But Black Mesa is my favorite Team Fortress map. It was so much fun. Gang Beasts is friend slop? Gang Beasts is friend slop, but isn't that primarily co-op? Like, what is the single player in Gang Beasts? Is there single player in Gang Beasts?
Whoop.
I guess it's PvP. So you're saying it's not co-op, it's purely PvP. I guess that's a better way to put it, is that it's primarily co-op with or multiplayer with your friends. And that means like not random matchmaking. Not random matchmaking. You don't like go into a what's it? Lethal Company. You don't open up Lethal Company and say match me with random players. You call your friends up and you do your friends. Like Castle Crashers is PvP. Oh my god, Castle Crashers is 100% PvP. Man, Castle Crashers let us down. We wanted to show our friends Castle Crashers over the holidays. We wanted to play Castle Crashers with our friends on the holidays. And apparently Castle Crashers just doesn't work with Xbox controllers or PS5 controllers half the time. So we literally could not get 4 controllers to work at the same time with Castle Crashers on PC. Something about the PC port just destroys the ability to play with 4 players. It was so obnoxious, completely unfixable, and we didn't, after hyping it up and talking so excited about it, we didn't get to play Castle Crashers with our friends, and that can go fuck itself. That was so sad. Left 4 Dead is definitely in that focus. Yeah, no, I feel like Left 4 Dead is friend slop. When does a party game become friend slop? Okay, there's a good question. I heard my name. I was worried, Ty. I'm worried about you. I asked you how the rest of your day went, and then you disappeared, and do I need to send a wellness check with a hug or something? I was curious about how your experience with the side tournament was. And you vanished entirely, so I was worried that I just like triggered a fight or flight response. Also, hi Lee, welcome in. Yeah, no. I played Castle Crashers originally on the Xbox 360 with friends, and it was great. We tried to play it over the holidays on PC, and it just didn't work. Did not work with PC controllers. For some reason, it always had the 4th slot locked to an imaginary controller that didn't exist. So you could just never get a 4th person to play. Oh! They added random person lobbies for repo. Still, it's not like the primary way you play, right? It's not like the primary way you play the game. Is Night Rain friend slop? Kind of. It's a little friend sloppy. Oh, I just woke up, so I was brushing my teeth. I'm fine. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I was wondering if you had a good time with the side tournament, because I saw that you had like decent results and just got resistance. No. Okay, fair enough. Damn. All right, got you. The only thing I hate about Friend Slop is it's basically just party games but derogatory sounding. No, I think Friend Slop is a great name. I think that if you think Friend Slop sounds mean, you need to embrace the spirit of whimsy in your heart. You need to open up to the spirit of whimsy in your heart. That's an amazing game genre name. What do you want to play with your friends? Friend Slop? Oh, hell yeah. Do we have to give it a title that like would befit a monocle and a fancy cup of tea or something? It is a cooperative journey of companionship. It is a companion matinee. Yes, it'll be the companion matinee genre. Where's my kitties at? Where the fuck my kitties at? What happened? You were late, kitties. What's going on? We're still working over here? We still connected? Hold on! Let me make sure that I'm still connected and everything's fine. Platforms. Twitch. Am I connected? Yeah, I'm connected. Huh. Well, that seems a little bit broken, but it's okay. We'll put it on manually. We'll get the kitties on manually. Hopefully it works next time we need to. But yeah, like that's the thing is like how refined does the just fuck around with your friends genre need to sound, honestly? I call it cooperative art. No, friend slop. I'm gonna roll around in the mud with my friends and it's gonna be fantastic. It's a game that's designed to be fun and it's sloppy and it's enjoyable. It's like a fucking sloppy Joe. Would you call a sloppy Joe? Would you call a sloppy Joe a ground meat in sauce sandwich? Or would you call it a sloppy Joe? That's what I want to know. Explain to me. Explain to me where the slop is a problem. Friends Love is any non-competitive multiplayer game that incentivizes you to get your friends together on a Discord call. I like that. That's a really good definition, Helena. I'll take that one. Week 3, the reclimating. I've promised myself I'm only gonna do this once or maybe twice this week. We're not gonna have a whole week of baby steps this time. Which reminds me, sorry about not being on last Friday, you guys. I had an eye appointment where I was getting my eyes checked for if they're exploding yet. Because one of the primary results of diabetes type 1 is that your eyes explode eventually and you just go blind if you don't take good care of yourself. So you have to go to special eye appointments where they make extra sure that that's not happening yet. Every 1 or 2 years. I had the appointment. It got scheduled for me without my consent directly at the start of normal stream time. So I had to walk down to the doctor's office, take my appointment right as stream was supposed to be starting, had to go through the entire appointment, walk all the way home. And by the time I got home, my eyes were still dilated AF. I still had blurry, they just took pictures of my eyeballs vision. That didn't go away until like 7 p.m. I was sitting here thinking, you know, Baby Steps is not the most micro-detailed game. I can probably play Baby Steps on stream. We can hang out anyways, even with my eyes all blurry. Then I got a DM from Lilith on Discord that I realized I could not read. No matter what I tried, I couldn't read anything. And I was like, oh, I won't be able to talk to chat. I won't be able to see a damn thing that chat says to me, that any single one of you says to me. And I thought about it'd be kind of funny to try a challenge stream like that. Like, ah! It's just an aquarium stream, right? Like, I'm just sitting here talking to myself and I'll never know what you guys are saying around me. You can say whatever you want. I'll have to read it later. We'll figure it out. Like, silly, blurry-eyed fish tries to play game for a couple hours anyway. And I'll just figure out what you guys are saying afterwards. But I still feel like it would have kind of ruined the point. I feel like it kind of would ruin the point. I probably could have played this to the same level we're playing this right now while not being able to read text. But I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone, and it would feel either really funny or really weird. And by the time I got home, I was like, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm not even gonna go for it. Everyone talks to themselves for a few hours. I mean, you guys could develop an entire civilization without me, right? I don't know what could have happened. You guys might have developed an entirely new social structure without my supervision. But I didn't want to pull that trigger. And I didn't want you to feel like left out. Like, imagine people come in and they're just like, oh, what's the fish girl doing? Can't read chat today? That's weird. Bye. You'd have to watch the VOD for the chat. I was actually thinking that'd probably be the most fun part of it. That would be the most interesting part for me, is going back to see what you guys said later. But first of all, I didn't want you guys to be bored. If it ended up really sucking for you guys, I didn't want to go through with it. And secondly, if I just want to do a blind chat day, I can do that any day I want. I can just choose to do that. I can open up stream, close down chat, and be like, all right, you guys are let loose, ungoverned, anarchy for a day, do whatever you want. I'll just be out here. And I'd either come back to a ghost town or a new civilization. Either nobody would talk because there's no point, because we can't have a conversation together, or you guys would run off and form your own civilization without me and I wouldn't know what to do. Chatters are basically bacteria. No, you guys are great. Bacteria doesn't have names. Bacteria doesn't have memories and individual personalities. I don't think and I also don't think you grow out of control if unsupervised. Otherwise, my entire channel could just be like an unspoken, no commentary long play of whatever the fuck I wanted, like maybe Baby Steps. And that would just explode out of control. If that's the secret to Numbies, I don't want Numbies. If the secret to Numbies is I never talk and I never see anything you say, I don't want the Numbies. Staff is almost a cute name, almost. It's like Steph, but you know, Staff. Hello there, Possum, and hello there, Kaiser. Welcome in. You joined to hear sucking. No, we're succeeding. We're succeeding is what we're doing. Bacteria have names, they're just long and Latin. They're not very individual. That's like saying fucking humanity has the name. Ah, yes, actually, what is the scientific name for humans again? I've actually forgotten. It's not in my brain right now. What the fuck is Homo sapien. That's the one. Homosexuals, that's the one. Thank you. Yes. That's like saying humans have a name, it's Homo sapiens. No, motherfuckers. Listen, even when I'm saying chat, chat, like you don't exist, I've got all of your fucking names in my little heart recorded, And I'm thinking about you every time I'm talking about you. If I say chat, it's just because I'm trying to talk to everyone at once. It's not like you've stopped existing as individuals. Your uterus is doing backflips right now? What happened, Possum? You gonna be okay? Name your kid Chlamydia? They'll be picked for last for kickball every time. Hi, Kira Takimi. How you doing today? Welcome in. Listen, like it or not, every single person who comes into this room forms a distinct individual memory in my brain. I don't want to get it twisted. I know some people are like, you're chat, and they stop thinking about the individuals. I know at some point the crowd gets so big that, like, it's hard to think any other way. But even then, names stick out. Names leave a record in your brain. Sometimes that record lasts forever. Sometimes that record lasts for 15 minutes because stream brain is half-baked at all times. But it all matters. Period time, I understand. You got the big boy cat asleep on your feet? Aww. Say hello to the kitties for me. Say hello to the kitties. Say hello to the kitties. Say hello to the kitties. You're using your cat as a personal hot water bottle? I love cats because they're basically warm little pillows that can love you. They're just warm little pillows that love you. I adore cats. I still think it's ironic that I also like how cats are low maintenance and you can live your own life and they can live theirs and you still love each other. And instead I somehow wound up with a cat that is more desperate for my attention than anything I've ever known in my life. Chlamydia would be picked first because who wants to touch the ball that they touched? They'd be like the ultimate offense and defense. Ridiculous. Pretty sure even the biggest streamers know too much about certain chat members. Yeah. Yeah. At a certain size of chat population, you remember the people that really stick out in the best and worst ways at the same time. You will make a name for yourself in any stream you're a part of eventually. And you can make it for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, so just, you know, examine yourself carefully. If you're in a 6,000 person stream, and the streamer knows your name individually, something has happened, and it's either the best thing to happen or the worst. Aw, I'll take that quote, Marissa, why not? Whoa. Bad. My fingers are acting like they've been half frozen. My fingers are moving as if they've been frozen for 3 years in an ice block. I don't know why they're so slow. Alright, cool. Your brain always associates the word with slop with waste. Well, that's something too. Is that we all have really specific individual dictionaries in our heads. And this is something you really find, especially when you live around a lot of autistic people, which and you have a lot of autistic loved ones, is that we all have very specific definitions of what words mean. Especially the higher we are on the autism spectrum, where that word means that one thing, and something that can be completely casual and chill to you, like the word slop, to someone else is like, I can't believe you insulted me. I can't believe you insulted me with that word. It's like, no, but like, you know, for like most of us, that doesn't mean anything harmful. It just means slop. It's just silly and fun. No, you've destroyed my entire family line. You've broken my identity. How dare you? And it's just like there's certain words that we develop really big, heavy definitions of in our own brains that it's really hard to see that somebody doesn't mean like harm in them when they say them. And I think we all have those little hang-up words. We all have little hang-up words that just super trigger us because of how they make us feel and how they've historically been used around us. Like slap or whatever. And then it's different for depending on who you are. And it's always such a fucking minefield. Like you can accidentally use a word that to you means nothing and to someone else just like super destroys their mood. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. But you can't really know. You can't really know what a word means to somebody until you use it around them. Unless it's an obvious mistake. Words I'm talking about specifically, like we're not talking about slurs here that are obviously the worst thing ever. We're talking about completely normal casual words like slop that just hit some people harder. Moist destroys some people. Moist just destroys some people, but that's like slightly different. Moist isn't like, oh, somebody got called moist in the 5th grade and now they hate the word moist because it reminds them of that time they got bullied and they specifically don't like a normal word because it had a negative interaction with them only. Moist is like at the texture of velvet. It's like a specific sound and feel. It's like a sensory feeling that I think like the discomfort for people comes from the way it sounds in your ears rather than like personal experiences that changes the definition for you, you know? It's not like, oh, I had a bad experience with the word moist. Now I think of it as a fucking something I never want to hear again. Moist is just like, it's like one of those words where it's just like, ugh. Some people just don't like it. Like velvet. I hate the way that velvet feels. I think the velvet is actually skin-crawlingly disgusting to touch. And I don't know how it was ever considered like the hoity-toity rich person material because it's so gross. It's so gross. Hi, Samshine. Welcome in. Good morning. What? Ty, why are you squishing my horse? What? What? Also, we're about to get buried in ads, so I'm gonna take a little stretch break really quick and get some more water. We're actually doing well, Lee. We're actually. I'm not living in my previous home. I'm out in the United Kingdom. I am out in the United Kingdom with Lilith. We don't have a winter storm. We're nice and cozy and, well, you know, we've got stone floors, so we're not super toasty, but we are comfy. We are protected from any weather. Lucky. Yeah, no. I miss my friends, but I'm happy to be somewhere that me and my wife know we can be safe right now. Because moving the other direction would be asking Lilith to move into chaos and danger, and I couldn't ask that of her. So, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, you guys. I'll be right back. I gotta fill up my water. I'll see you soon. Don't worry about the railing. He's fine. He's fine. Hey, just keep talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger getting pregnant. I think it's helping.
Oh, how sweet. Now our guest of honor, Leia Lawrence.
I'm pretty sure it's the thing that's helping us the most right now. Come for you. Ah!
Boom!
No way! No way you made that shot! Okay, we're fine. I think I did it. I think I did the thing. Oh, please don't fall here. Ah! You'll never find me. Woo! I'm gonna bop you. I'm gonna bop you if you come in here. Oh my god, look at how many! Oh no, it's the Kaya casting couch. Everyone watch out! Our next goal is defeat the cliff without the cliff defeating us. I think that was some fucking... Oh. Nobody saw that. Oh my god, it's Epona!
Huh?
Oh my god! I'm so sorry! I was an instinctual reaction upon seeing my doppelganger. It's funny the way that the human brain works, because yes, I'm currently experiencing a sugar crash from a life-threatening disease that I've lived with for years. My blood is literally deprived of sugar and seeking to destroy my brain actively. But I have some candy to fix that, and I'm having a good day. And it's just like really fascinating to me how I'm doing amazing. It can be such a complicated statement when there's so much going on under the surface. There are like millions of microbes living and dying on my skin and my body right now. Ah! My body is trying to poison me. I'm defeating my body in its attempt to poison me. And I'm failing a lockpick. But you know, actually, life's up pretty okay right now. Remember guys, you can't do anything new up there. Ooh. What is this? What is that? Hello world. I've returned. I have returned. All right, I got my water. I'm ready. I'm ready for this again. I'm ready again. Continue. Enjoy your breakfast. The ads reminded you to go get new glasses. I am reminded I need to get more emergency candy. I need more Starburst. Or more specifically, I need more Haichu. As a diabetic, it's very important to have emergency candy around, just in case your blood sugar goes low and your brain tries to asphyxiate itself and just die instantly. And I am low on emergency candy, so I'm gonna get some of that ordered during the next break. Haichus, fun fact, Haichus are one of the best candies on the planet for diabetes as an emergency snack because they enter your bloodstream extremely quickly and they're delicious. They enter your bloodstream faster than almost any other source of sugar, and they're tasty, and they're very nicely wrapped and easy to get to. Unlike Starburst, I don't know, I love Starburst as a candy, but any one of you who's ever had Starburst before knows that sometimes it's like you open it up and it's easy as shit, and sometimes it's like opening a Hellraiser puzzle box. You go for the same Starbucks, wrapped the same way as every other Starburst, and it, for some reason, it just won't peel open. You have to rip it in half. You have to shred it around like it's a frickin' candy cane. It's horrible. Why? Why is it like this? I love Starburst, but for some reason, 50% of the time you go open it up, it just doesn't. The Hellraiser puzzle box, that's exactly what a Starburst is. Half the time. I don't know why, only half the time, it's so frickin' stuck to the candy. It just refuses to go. Fuck Haichu. Fuck yeah, Haichu. For a second I thought you said fuck Haichu. I was like, oh, why would we hate Haichu? How could anyone hate Haichus?
Burned.
They're so good. And I thought I was gonna learn some cursed lore about like the Haichu CEO being an actual like a wealth worshiper or something. Eh. Do you have bags of Starburst that aren't wrapped now? I think so. I think so. That might be true. The wrapping on the Haichu is kind of nice though because it means they last longer before decaying, before the sugar just decays and becomes, you know, something else entirely. And for that reason, having a wrapper that exists but is easier to pop open is really valuable. Because if you're having emergency candy, right, like the goal isn't to eat it as fast as possible. The goal is to make sure it's ready and not rotten when you go to have an emergency snack because, oh no, your blood sugars are dying. And so having something that's wrapped up and lasts a long time is a big deal. No, come on there, you could have recovered that. Wait, where's the crown going? Okay, there it is. Awesome. Man, I might have actually lost the crown if it bounced off just a little bit more that way. I have to be careful about that hill.
Shit.
Hi, Rise. Oh my god, hi. How's it been? Salamat, how's your day going? How are you? It's good to see you again for a second. One part of the wrapper creates an unbreakable bond with the surface of the candy and the rest rips away. Yeah, no, Starburst wrappers are so frickin' cursed. They're so frickin' cursed. You love whatchamacallits? I was thinking that you're trying to figure out the name of something, but isn't there an actual candy called a whatchamacallit? Isn't there a literal candy called whatchamacallits, or am I tripping? Oh, it's gonna rain today. Which means it'll cool down, right, Ty? It's gonna cool down, right? You're not just gonna be stuck in the hot, obnoxious rain. Right? It's a candy bar. What is a whatchamacallit? What goes into it? I think I've seen one once before, but I completely forget what a whatchamacallit is. Do 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 do. You have one in your room right now. Hell yeah. I was thinking like that's just a fun word to say. I forgot that it's a literal candy brandy, a brandy candy, a candy brand, if you will. Oh, okay, Nate, get back up. Get up and stop being impatient and just steppies our way up. Okay, cool. Just been tired and busy. I'm gonna try changing your college course after this semester. Ooh, good luck. I know that those decisions can be really hard when you've been committed to one thing and you've realized you want to do something else or you need to do something else. That's a really hard decision to make. It's a hard mental transition to make, and it's a big, big, big decision. So good luck, and I hope your new path is good to you.
Yep.
You never heard of that candy? Yeah, no. I've seen it once in my entire life, and for some reason, even though I can't remember what I said 15 seconds ago on stream, me seeing a candy bar called a whatchamacallit like 20 years ago sticks out in my brain as, oh yeah, there's a whatchamacallit, it's a candy. Did he just curse? Yeah, Nate curses sometimes. Nate does a little swear. Sometimes he says the fuck word. And sometimes he says the shit word. Because he's trying to get me demonetized on YouTube specifically. He's gonna make sure that I can't just censor my shelf. I also have to censor Nate. He's trying to live us in the worst possible timeline. I might be saying the funniest thing on the planet. Like, this line is essential to moving forward as a YouTuber. This is the funniest thing Kai has ever said. Nate says, oh fuck in the background. All of a sudden YouTube's like,
Oh crap.
Kaya, I can't believe you have that on your, I can't believe you host such filthy content. I can't believe you host such filthy, disgusting content, Kaya. You know he said the fuck word. You know he said the fuck word. In fairness, dude's falling 3,000 feet of 300 feet. He's allowed to say fuck. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's allowed to say a little swear every now and again when he's landing jaw or neck first from that height. Peanut butter crisp, caramel, and chocolate. Ooh. So it's kind of like a Butterfinger. Kind of like a butter. Honestly, what weird cursed insides do Butterfingers have? I've never really identified what makes a Butterfinger a Butterfinger. I used to really like that weird, scratchy, orange, disgusting slop they have in the center. Disgusting slop. Slop used as actual disgust. I used to love Butterfingers as a kid, but at some point, like, the inside of a Butterfinger just started feeling like a radioactive wasteland to me. I started looking at it and thinking, this is not a good texture experience. This is not a good flavor experience. It's probably killing me faster than the aging of my own cells. And at some point, I couldn't do Butterfingers anymore. I just no longer enjoy them. Same with Reese's, honestly. I used to love the Reese's weird peanut butter chocolate mix. But like both the chocolate and the peanut butter are so disgusting now, I just can't do Reese's. I'm not a Reese's girl. I like Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Cereal's good, but like actual Reese's insides, disgusting. It's like the worst version of peanut butter and the worst version of chocolate at the same time, and it just feels like gross, chalky slime. It's like a fake peanut butter taste in the Butterfinger. Yeah, I don't actually know what that is. Butterfingers are basically peanut butter and cornflake crisp. That's what they are? And they just like get like radioactive orange dye too. You don't like peanut butter, so it was never good to you? I liked it a lot as a kid, and even when it wasn't like, it didn't never taste like real peanut butter, but like I liked it. There is some point in my life where I hit that I can't eat Butterfingers and Reese's anymore, man. The gross. Reese's Puffs, I will eat dry, I will eat milky, I will eat dry or milky. I'll eat them slightly dampened or moistened. I'll eat them by themselves. I'll eat them like, you know, did like 1/2 of the bowl at a time. I'll eat them from the tail first and work my way down to the head just like an animal cracker. I don't care, any kind of Reese's Puff anytime. You have to go, thanks, bye to you too. Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. Aren't Tic Tacs supposed to make you feel fresh? Aren't Tic Tacs supposed to make your mouth feel fresh? Dr. Pepper Tic Tac. That's like saying you have Dr. Pepper toothpaste. The hell? Peanut butter smells gross to you? I don't blame you. I get you. I like peanut butter. Peanut butter is one of my favorite things, but I can understand why it would be a turn off for some people. Important question. What's your question? Hit me with it. Reese's Puffs don't have tails though. No. You start with the tail or the limbs and you work your way down to the head so that it's the last thing to experience death. Just like an animal cracker.
Oh my.
I bet Dr. Pepper toothpaste is real. I mean, I'm not one to talk. I literally have a Mountain Dew chapstick in my purse. I have Mountain Dew chapstick that I've held on to for 10 years because at this point it's a cursed artifact and I love the fact that it exists. Don't worry, it doesn't get used ever, but I will keep it in my purse until it actually literally decays. Does anybody else de-glove their chicken nuggets? No, I sure don't. I like the skin. I like the skin a lot. De-glove. That's such a horrible way to phrase it. Sorry, Nate. I was thinking about de-gloving. Oh. All right, crown's right down there. I'm gonna make an attempt to learn this climb and then we'll go back for the crown. Like the jar of dirt, exactly. I have Mountain Dew chapstick. It's literally Baja Blast Mountain Dew chapstick. It's the most stupid product I've ever seen in my life. And I have it in my purse because I don't know how it got to my purse. I don't know how I received it in the first place. And as a keeper of history, as an antiquarian, I need to preserve the cursed artifact as long as possible. I need to preserve the cursed artifact for as long as humanly possible. I'm the only one who's ever seen this Baja Blast chapstick. I might be the sole keeper of the record of its existence. And I have like an archaeological duty to hold on to it. The Baja Blast makes it 100% better, I agree. You just ate Tic Tacs like they're drugs as a kid. Yeah, the orange Tic Tacs. The orange Tic Tacs, those were not breath helpers for me as a kid. Those were candy. Those were sweet, delicious little Tic Tac candies. You just eat those for fun because they taste good. Oh, come on, Nate. That was so close. You got your toes over to the right spot and you just gave up. Okay. All this candy talk makes you want a payday. Paydays are pretty good. I like 100 GAN bars. 100 GAN bars and Kit Kats. Ah! I hate this part. I think that there can't be a part of the climb as hard as this one. I'm still convinced, even if this climb goes on for another 10 minutes afterwards, I'm convinced this is the hardest part. I'm convinced this has got to be the hardest part of the entire climb. I think if I can make it up this rock, we've got the whole puzzle solved. All right, where'd the crown go? It like landed somewhere in this pile. I saw it disappear off into this rock pile somewhere. And it shouldn't have bounced. It could have bounced, but it shouldn't have. Where'd it go? Because like, we were watching it from above, right? And it came down to this corner somewhere. Came down around here. I think it was more towards the pinnacle, so maybe it did bounce out into the grass. Maybe it bounced off into the grass. Peanuts and caramel nougat. Need. I freaking love, I love, Snickers. Snickers bar. Snickers bar? I love Snickers bars. Snickers are so good. You deglove the nuggies for the sake of eating the skin alone and also just in the case you need to freaking freak someone out. Funny. I mean, that's fair. The skin is the best part of the chicken nugget. The skin is the best part of the chicken anything. I love the skin. Which is like something you only hear from absolute psychopaths or people who eat chicken. The skin's the best part. Like saying things like, the skin is the tastiest part makes me understand vegetarians. At the same time, it straight up is. I love chicken skin. It's so fucking good. Oh, the best part is the chicken. My parents told me not to practice drug consumption, but you're not gonna win when you're hungry. Fucking rise. People talk about the Flintstones vitamins like they're nostalgic candy. They weren't really chalky. I thought, I like the Flintstone vitamins. Those convinced me to have vitamins as a kid. I understand why that texture isn't for everyone. That is very chalky. But I also like things like Smarties. And if you're a UK viewer, you might not understand because apparently the UK and the United States have very different Smarties. In the United States, Smarties are like these little chalk candies. They're like powdered sugar in a solid disc that you chew into and it just explodes into powdered sugar in your mouth. It's mostly sugar chalk. And some people hate that. I loved it. I love Smarties. And then I think in the United Kingdom, Smarties are like a fruit candy with jelly inside or something. They like burst into juice or something when you bite into them. I forget what United Kingdom Smarties are, but they aren't the same. They're not the same candy at all. American Smarties are bussin'. Nate, thank you. Okay, let's just take a step over here. Oh. How's the day? Going pretty good so far, Jackie. How are you? Gotta watch someone do the man break out of curiosity. Oh, are you gonna go see the rest of the climb, Helena? You're gonna go see the rest of the climb? You're gonna go look it up? Sounds good. Ah! Those Flintstone candy vitamins. I like them. You think that they're still in your stomach giving you immunity? I don't know. I'm a baby who likes sugar. I am a baby who likes sugar a lot. So I like candy vitamins and gummy vitamins. Will it convince me to eat the vitamins more often? Yes, it will, because I'm easy to manipulate. Give me the candy vitamins any day. Ate a whole tall jar of gummy vitamins as not even 3 foot tall 5-year-old, and nothing happened, not even a bad crap. Yeah, I guess like going over your daily limit of vitamins is supposed to be harmful in the long term. Is there any short-term effect? If you overdose on a vitamin like 8,000% in a single sitting, I'm sure there's one vitamin. There's gotta be at least one vitamin that will fuck you up or give you an immediate kidney stone or something. Yeah, it depends on the vitamin. There has to be something that's like a super mistake. And maybe the multivite didn't have any of those in it. Vitamin A will end you. Oh no. I knew there was one, but I didn't know which one. Vitamin A is disastrous if you have too much of it. Fair enough.
Shit.
This is a question for many. or Google. Like, don't get me wrong. Many's awesome and she has a lot of medical expertise. She's an expert and a font of knowledge. But sometimes our friends aren't online to answer our medical questions, and maybe we look up the very handily accessible internet resources that, with a little bit of looking on your own, can solve many of life's questions for you. Too much D is also bad. In like the short term. In like I had one dose, it was like 500 gummies too much. Eh. That seems like a lie. You just don't want too much D to be a problem. Hi, William. Of course you get a hug. How are you doing today? If you're dysphoric enough, any D is bad. Yeah, it depends on your vibes, right? Depends on your vibes. Good morning, Germage. How you doing today? We're going up the mountain is what we're doing. We're on day 4 of me trying to beat the hardest climb in baby steps. And it's something that I have both decided I will overcome. As long as we're also having fun together, I will be here until we beat it. And I've also decided maybe this week we'll also play Mario. So I'll save some Bowser MPREG for you guys for tomorrow. I'll save you some Bowser MPREG. We'll make sure to play some some Super Mario Mon tomorrow. Just the little steps, just the little steps. Are you winning? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Kilda, what's up? What? Okay, listen. You guys want me to explain? You guys want me to explain the title? You actually want me to explain the Bowser MPREG? You want the tip of the Bowser MPREG iceberg explained? Yeah, sure. So I'm assuming at some point in Super Mario Mon, they're gonna use combat music from Bowser's Inside Story. There you go. That's it. Done. Are you happy? Are you happy you pulled the strings on the mystery box and that's your answer? That's it. That's it. I'm assuming at some point we'll have Bowser's Inside Story. Ah! Which is essentially Bowser MPREG, canonically. End of story. Bowser Jr. had to come from somewhere. You made me unhappy, Kaya. Fucking Boar immediately resubs. Hell yeah, Boar. I deserve that fall. I deserve nothing. You deserve that fall? What?
Oh no!
I didn't make the game. I didn't make the game. Nintendo made the Bowser MPREG game, and maybe Alpharad just so happened to feature it in their game mod for Emerald version. What else am I supposed to tell you? What else am I supposed to tell you? Speaking of Mario, how's the new Galaxy trailer with Yoshi? I didn't remember that. Okay, here's my thing. Oh, you mean the movie? It's okay. Super Mario movie was fun, I think. I don't really have strong opinions about it. Like, Mario games are great. I don't need Mario to be a movie for my life to be complete. I have absolutely no emotions about the Mario movies. It's fun. It's cute. It's okay that they exist. I literally, there's no way for me to have an opinion on the Mario movies that will be interesting. They just exist and that's all right. Nate, was your arm okay there? That looked real bad, bud. That looked real bad. Nothing to do with Bowsette then? No, because it wouldn't be MPREG if it was Bowsette. Wouldn't be MPREG. Unless she takes off the crown. Bowsette impregnation. Yeah, we'll just make that our raid message today. Just, you know, we'll pick a new person we've never talked to before, someone we've had no social interaction with. Go hang out with them and say Bowsette impregnation. We'll just drop them off with that. Easy. Easy. Green flag Bowser, green flag Bowser. What's green flag Bowser?
Ooh.
I will say Jack Black is a really funny Bowser. Boar's like, nah, Bowsette could impreg me. Fucking Boar. You know. God is dead and Boar has kicked his corpse. It was a funny crossover moment to hear the Jurassic Park roar out against Yoshi. I don't remember that. I don't know. Mario movies are cute and all, but I have no lasting impression of the trailer. Just like, yeah, new movie. You don't get to say that after your messages. You sure don't. You don't get to turn this around on us, Boar. You don't get to be like, you need to seek God. Listen, if anyone needs Jesus first, it's you, Boar. You're gonna go explore before the rain. Okay, Ty, have fun. I hope you find something cool that makes you smile today. Have a good time out before the rain. And if the rain comes out, just swap out Torkoal. I'm sure yours has drought. Because one of us plans ahead. Got it. No, Nate, you made it. Why would you fall then? Dang it, buddy.
Not again.
Little buddy. Do. Whoa, do. Hello? Hello? We so got it. I thought he got it! He looked like he had it! I thought we had a perfect climb and we just tumbled right the frick off. Ah! That one was a little uncomfy. Also, I think we just got a hype train. A single person hype train off of Borg being excited for Bowser MPREG. So, if you're a fan of Bowser MPREG, feel free to jump in on the train. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Oh, we lost the crown? Okay, let me go get it. I'm just like, I really want to get over this one last little pit. I want to get over this pit. I want to get over the evil edge so badly. It feels like the only part of the puzzle of this entire mountainside that has felt like BS. It's the only part that I have said, like, this is actually a wall that is frustrating. Everything else in this game has been so manageable and approachable. It's just that one. All aboard the Bowser MPEG train. Thanks, Grizz. Thank you, Grizz, for joining the board train. Welcome in. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Then use the stairs. Stairs are for babies. Stairs are for babies who want to be weak. And I'm not a baby who wants to be weak. I'm the strongest of them all. Stairs are for quitters. Exactly. Don't you know that 99% of stair climbers give up before they reach the top? Hup, hup, hup. Or mountain climbers, I guess. Specifically. Because I'm a mountains climber. I am not a stairs climber. Some people stop at the title mountain climber because they were fine to climb one mountain. I'm a mountains climber, thank you very much. And I will be the queen of this hilltop. You'd be joining in spite of that, fair enough. Kings don't use stairs. Hi, what's up, Kaylin? I'm here to prove that Nate is a king. I'm here to prove that Nate should have believed himself all along. I'm here. There's two lessons that Nate can learn about himself, right?
Grebos Glorious Gravelings cheered X100. Join the train if you want the creator of Twitch Ghost Trains to get MPREG.
I don't know either, Nate. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one either. Thank you, Kaylin, and thank you, Grievo. I really appreciate it. So, there's two lessons that Nate can learn here, right? Either he can learn to accept help when it's offered, which is important, and he needs to learn at some point. The stairs are accepting help when it's offered to you. That's one lesson for him to learn. There's also the lesson that Nate can challenge himself. He can challenge himself and overcome challenges. He can do things that he never thought possible before. All he needs to do is stretch his little legs and learn how to walk. He can do it. There's two lessons that he can learn. And I wanted him to take him to the timeline where he learns both. And I've decided that this time it's not about taking help. This time it's about believing in yourself. This time it's about overcoming a challenge.
Marissa _ Naya cheered X1000. No.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Marissa. I really appreciate it. We must overcome the mountain, indeed. We must overcome the mountain. Also, what? Which part? Which part, Kuro? I have such a hard time saying Kuro or Takimi because I just want to say Kuro Takimi every time. It's such a fun name to say. No to which part? Or what to which part? The VODs channel is just gonna be like, is this a re-upload? Why are we here again? What time is it? Listen, Popey Copy. Today, we're getting a lot more consistent. We've been up and had our toes on the evil edge several times. I even had my leggy over on the final step of the evil edge. I had my leg up on it and I just failed the final transition over. I was so close. Once you reach the top, maybe you go back from the bottom and take the stairs too. Could be fun. Could be fun. I could give you guys, you know, sometimes you need to start New Game Plus to see the new storyline. Once we get to the very top and we defeat, what's his face? What's his name? Who the heck is the character who has been at Foddying us? Gym. Once we beat Gym, then maybe we take the stairs just to see the alternate route. Just to see what it's like, you know? Gym, that's the one. Still have the crown? I'm never losing the crown. There was one brief moment where we thought it was gone forever. But as long as the crown doesn't unload from its location, we'll always have it. I will never abandon it. It's ours forever. There's only one way down, face first. No, we can also go neck first. We can go neck first too. Gym, or GM? First one, Jackie. First one there. Big important steps. Big important steps for big important business. That's the thing though, is that like, I don't know, man. I'm locked in, I'm having fun, I'm challenging myself, I'm pushing myself to the next level of climbing. I'm enjoying everything about this climb. I don't care how many times someone comes in like, oh, Kyle, are you still on this part, Kyle? I wish you were still here. No matter how often that happens, I don't give a shit, man. This is fun. I'm only leaving this mountaintop once we stop having fun talking to each other. Once our eyes can no longer meet across the table, and we no longer have anything to say to each other, once the magic is gone from our relationship and there's nothing left to say but still here, yup. Still here, yup. That's when the mountain will have claimed our lives. That's when we've gone too far. As long as we're having fun, that's all that really matters. Where'd the crown go? I think it came off pretty early in the fall, but I don't know where. Where'd the crown go? No, not your magic. The other magic. The magic of speaking to one another. Once we're bored out of our minds and we find there's no more joy in our daily activities, that's when we leave the mountain. GM to me means more Gundam UC front unit. Oh my god, GM to me means Game Master. GM to me means Game Master first for like, tabletop stuff. You know, the person who runs your campaign. Secondly, it means, Grandmaster for like ranked games and ranked achievements, where the hardest one is Grandmaster. Grandmaster is the next thing I think of with GM. And only lastly do I think of General Manager. That's Dungeon Master. Nope, wrong. Not all games have DMs, not all games have dungeons. Game Master can be anyone who's running a game system. It's more generally widely correct than Dungeon Master. Game Master does count? Yeah. It's like saying, no, you mean square. It's also a rectangle. A rectangle is what all squares are. And a rectangle is also a word that fits anything that's four shapes, you know, like four sides, four right angles. Game Master is absolutely more technically correct in all situations. DM is if you got Wizards of the Coast brain rot and you don't understand that other things mean Game Master. Good morning. Hi, Chakaraka. How you doing today? I think people who use Dungeon Master more than Game Master are people who have Wizards of the Coast brain rot and can't think outside of D&D. And maybe need to recognize there's other systems out there. Technically correct. The best form of correct. Yeah. Exactly. You for once support our Game Masters. Yeah, the Game Masters. Yo, we got a hype emote. What do we get? What do we get? What do we got? Oh, that's cute. Little heart eyes. Looks like we all got a different one this time. I got the heart wows. I got the big old heart wow eyes. The fucking sip emote. You remind me of the it goes in the square hole. It goes in the square hole is basically my strategy for everything. It's basically how I play Souls games. I pick my favorite axe and that's it. It goes in the square hole. How do you solve this boss? Oh, with the axe. How do you solve this other boss? With the axe. And where does this other boss go? Oh, in the square hole. That is a good cat. That is a sick cat. No.
Oh no!
This one goes here. What is that? Girly pop. Girly pop. A girly pop. I think like pop is probably one of the least listened to music genres for me. I'm one of those. I'm one of them girls who likes. I like EDM the most. Like EDM, and then I like nerd metal, like power metal and symphonic metal and gothy. Like I hardened my heart with a heart metal. I like those like medium, like kind of almost soft metals. Second best. Then a little bit melodic death metal. And then like all kinds of other genres that I just think are cool and really good and awesome. And then there's like 2 things that I don't listen to. Jazz and pop. I don't really listen to jazz or pop, but there's pop songs I like and there's not a single jazz song I like, so that's just how it goes, I suppose. Up, up, up. I can think of a song I like in every genre under the sun, except for I can't think of the time I was like, oh boy, jazz. And I understand, it's artistically relevant. It's a cool art form. I understand, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just don't like it. I'm not excited when I hear it, but I respect it. The only art form I actually disrespect is, I literally just throw paint on a canvas in random patterns art. Which is not what all modern art is, but when that is what the modern art is, I don't like it. I just walked my hands across the canvas and let that speak for itself. Go fuck yourself. You probably have enough money to hire a clone to go fuck yourself literally, so do it. Oop. Thank you. EDM, everyone does math. Yeah, a little bit. Math also cool. I wish I had an excuse to do math more in my life. I love math. Math was one of my favorite things to do in school. I actually wanted to be a math teacher if I was going to be a teacher at all. Other than librarian, my next goal would be math teaching because I love math. Math is fun. It's just like an endless set of puzzles to pull apart. I fucking love math. But you know, being a screamy fish girl on the internet doesn't really require that much mathing. So somehow it doesn't work its way into my day-to-day. Unless we just start playing everything on like coolmathgames.com. Maybe that's like our stream content from now on. We just get up here and I solve math problems and we can hang out a little bit. Duplicate kitty hype? Oh hell yeah. You love extreme metal and anything under that umbrella? I'm like, oh man. I like, There's always a limit to metal for me. There's always a limit. I always love the instrumentality of metal. No matter what, if it's instrumentally metal, I love the instruments that are in the metal songs very much. It's when we get into the vocals that I start disliking genres or bands. Like doom metal. Doom metal is like, I just get bored to death. Really screamy, growly metal, I just don't like the sound of that much. Whether it's like the ow, 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 there's like really screechy or really growly or really whatever. I just don't like metal vocals when it's all screeches and growls. I like clean vocals too much. I like clean vocals too much in songs to truly be a like pure metalhead. But like, you take the vocals out of like death metal, doom metal, gloom metal, power metal, extreme metal, Children of Bodom, like any of those, you give me just the instruments, I'm fucking happy. I love metal. I think metal's awesome. It's literally just the vocals. Literally just the vocals that stop me from being a full metalhead. I love how many genres metal has too. One of my favorite things about metal is how many frickin' genres like in subgenres people keep making out of it. We're continuing to yeet ourselves off a cliff. Now I'm back to the evil edge. There will be no more yeeting anymore, Saren. There's only success here. I'm on the evil edge once again as soon as I step up here. Ah! Saren, you jinxing jinxer! You jinxity jinx jinxer! How could you? I bet you'd like Unleash the Archers. Is that like another like, is that Heavy Mithril? Is that one of them power metal bands that really likes like fantasy stuff? Unleash the Archers, aren't they like, that's not the one that's super Lord of the Rings inspired, is it? Because I know there's one power metal band that's like purely Lord of the Rings songs, and I don't think it's Unleash the Archers, I think it's a different one. But I imagine that Unleash the Archers is in that genre somewhere. Power metal that's all about fantasy stuff. Your favorite combo is someone who does death metal singing with a clear vocalist pairing. Those can be pretty sick. Those can be pretty sick. I still prefer clean vocals. I think the most fun I have with growler and clean vocals is Amaranth. Amaranth is a band that I fucking adore. Also, holy shit, this reminds me. I've been getting back on the Beat Saber grind. I've been working out with Beat Saber. I've been making sure I do increasingly more intense Beat Saber to try to get my workout in throughout the week. And I found out that on their officially licensed songs, like the Beat Saber default songs, one of the ones they have is a Dragon Force song. And I was like, I haven't listened. I never liked Dragon Force. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if people like Dragon Force. I never liked them. I think they're like obnoxious and they don't sound good and I don't like them. I really don't like Dragon Force. I just don't enjoy their music. And I heard them do a song with Screamo lyrics, like not Screamo, like Screamo vocals. They have some sort of songs or album now where they've got the like screechy screams, like the really screechy screech screams. And it only makes everything worse. It made me so, it's like one of the least pleasant songs I've ever played on Beat Saber. It was so not fun. I respect your opinion. I didn't have fun. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I think it was probably the worst thing they could have done with their vocals and their music. Unleash the Archers is not the Lord of the Rings one. They're all about fantasy though. They got a lady singer lead. I do remember that. They had a lady singer lead vocalist who's amazing at telling crazy stories. I need to listen to some Unleash the Archers. I need to like somehow post myself a reminder to check them out and see what they're up to. Because it does sound fun and I love good femme vocals. Windrose is the Lord of the Rings band. Thank you. Okay, that's the one. I'll also say like out of all the genres you've mentioned, I think the closest I have to having a band that I like in there is Children of Bodom. I don't know what you'd call the genre for Children of Bodom, but they're really fun. They're really, really fun. Windrose is dwarf metal. What is the genre for Children of Bodom? Is that, I thought it used to be called speed metal, but it might have changed since then. And then like the music is so good for Children of Bodom that I don't care that they have the screechy vocals. I just like, guitar. Oh, guitar, let's go. Favorite heavier rock band is Bandmade. I've never heard of them before. That's a new one for me, Jackie. You like every genre except for mumble rap? Mumble rap is hilarious. I think mumble rap is funny. Symphonic death metal for Children of Bodom. There's symphonic death metal? Really? Huh, I thought they had a different title. Fair enough. I'll trust the metalhead. I haven't kept up with the tech over the years. I haven't kept up with the nomenclature, the naming conventions. Can you wear multiple hats? Yeah, no, you can only wear one at a time. And I'm sorry, but the hard hat is inferior. Hard hat and crown would be hilarious, but unfortunately I have to pick one or the other, which means no hat in the sun, under the sun, is gonna get picked before my beautiful crown, which I have been informed is a crown. Loopy was very specific with me. She said, no, that is not a tiara. That is not a tiara, that is a crown. Because apparently a tiara has a single or a small peak in the front, one small little pointy bit at the front. A crown has the pointies all around it. So no matter how small it is, no matter how thin it is, no matter how silvery it is, no matter whether it's open or closed on the back, if it has points all the way around, it is a crown. So we officially have a crown and not a tiara. For mumble rap, you respect the instruments, but not the vocals. Yeah, no, the crown's the one. It makes this the prettiest. Yo, Turtle, I'll take a sip in just a second. Let me just get up here. Also, Turtle, I don't know if you saw last time, but you absolutely saved our lives. Remember how I was looking for the crown everywhere and you said, Kaya, I saw it bounce away into the grass. It was in the grass. You saved us. We went around looking for that for like 20 to 30 minutes. We thought it completely spawned. And I thought about the fact that you said you'd seen it in the grass. I was like, no, it's out there. And we went and we found it. It was in the grass just like you said. You saved the crown for us, so thank you, Turtle. I also have no idea where it fell down to last time we tumbled. I don't know where it parked itself on the way down. If I don't find it on the way up, I'll have to go back to the grass for it. Let me take a drink. Bandmate is actually a band made up of maids, people in maid outfits. That's so funny. That's perfect. Cool. All right, got the rhythm. We got the hoop hoops. We're ready to go. So let's see if we can. Let's see if we can complete this climb now without Sauron Bane's intervention. Without Sauron cursing us to the bottom floor. Up, 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 up. Okay, cool. Sauron, I've got my eyes on you. Got my eyes on you, Star, and I'm watching you.
Oh. Ow.
Maybe I should have had my eyes on the climb instead of Saren. Maybe I should have had my eyes on the climb instead of Saren. I went towards the stairs, you think? What the heck, Silent? Are you like... I've been a crown whisperer for most of this game. 99% of the time when the crown goes flying off, I can find it. I don't have a 100% win rate, but I'm starting to think you have a 100% win rate, Turtle. It went towards the stairs, huh? Okay. I'm trying to think of where I fell last time. Like, kind of there? So if it went towards the stairs, it would be a little bit closer off the other direction. It should be off this way then. Went bouncing towards the stairs. Huh. Huh.
God.
There's a Ned Flanders Nettle band. It's like metal, but Ned Flanders Nettle.
God.
That's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. I've never seen them before. Silent Turtle, you're a genius. Thank you for helping me. Should you start playing that Miley Cyrus song? Which one? Which Miley Cyrus song? Which one? There's a game you're playing, and during a side quest, you help your homie out with their identity. At one point they say, I don't feel like a man or a woman, and your responses are, you don't have to pick, you can be either, or silence liberal. What the fuck? That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Like, as someone who believes that is 100% the asshole choice, that's actually hilarious. That is so freaking funny. What game? What game is that, Kilda? You don't have to choose. You can be either. You can be neither. Silence liberal. Silence liberal. I'll kiss men if I want. That's so fucking funny. That is so funny. Look outside. Oh, I heard that game looks really cool. I was thinking about playing that for Halloween last year. I didn't get to it, but it looks really neat. Look outside, fair enough. That game looks fantastic. That crown is like a coin landing on its edge. I don't know how it got over there, that's crazy. Up. There's a Miley Cyrus song about climbing mountains. I don't know any of her music. Literally the only, I was gonna say the only Hannah Montana song I know is It's the Best of Both Worlds. But I don't know if that's a High School Musical song. I don't know. I don't know their music. I'm not familiar with either. Also, No Take, of course you get a hug. Party in the USA. Yeah, no, don't know that one. I don't really listen to pop like ever. And I think Miley Cyrus became big and popular like right as I was leaving the Disney Channel and I was kind of like not watching it anymore. Was when her stuff started coming on, like the Hannah Montana and all that. It was like literally the year I stopped watching Disney was when she was big popular. So I didn't get that initial, oh, Hannah Montana, and I didn't get any follow-up, ooh, Miley Cyrus. Like, I just never listened to that music. I'm just not a pop person in general. I don't listen to a lot of pop. Pop. Every once in a while, there's, like, a good pop song that I'll enjoy. But, like, not always. Not always. She turned into the more horny pop music? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Just pop music in general ain't my thing. Whether it's horny, tame, chill, not chill. This doesn't seem right. I mean, imagine you've been following. You don't gotta subscribe, but I really appreciate it, Kit. What part doesn't seem right about it? I appreciate the support very much, though. Miley Cyrus is kind of on and off for you. That's fair. Because, yeah, I don't like pop artists too, don't they just kind of like shift with the meta a lot? Don't they like kind of shift their sound to match whatever the pop meta is in a given year? And they don't really have one definitive style that they permeate over time. So it kind of depends on what era she's in, right? And it's only 6 months? Well, I mean, I appreciate any support at all. I don't know what's up with the timer. Maybe it got reset at some point, but sometimes music is just what vibes with you at the moment. Yeah, it's funny because like there's some stuff that just you need like a month of electro swing. Maybe it's not your favorite genre of all time. Maybe it's not your identity, but that month, electro swing. It's the one music you need in your life. It's the one thing that sees you through your day. It's what helps you. I think that it's very rare to have one genre that just fits with every mood and every moment of your life for all times. One of the beauties of music is just how much variety it has. And every once in a while there's something just that has always been good for you. I think I've always been an EDM and like medium metal girl. Like I said, my lineup for metal is any metal that doesn't have screechy, growly vocals. So that's like only half of metal, and it's only the softer kinds, but I like it very much. You know, are boy bands pop? Yes, they're a specific type of pop. I would say the boy band is definitely pop, and they're just a really specific type. Ooh, hold on, Nate. Hold on, Nate. Let's get turned around.
Oh!
Get your foot up there yet? I don't trust it.
Oh!
Oh, I was right to not trust it!
Why this specific thing happening right now?
Why is this specific thing happening right now, Nate? Why is it happening? Did anyone else? I'm sorry, yeah, I missed that the first time, Chakaraka. Anyone else have to spend their mornings shoveling ice? No. I am living in the United Kingdom. I missed there's no winter storm for me. The most I had was to walk out in the cold to get more refills for our soda machine. We have one of those little soda stream thingies, and I had to go get us new canisters for the household today. And it was slightly cold. My fingies were uncomfortable. No shoveling out here. It's like kind of weird because out here you almost never have to deal with snow. Out in Wales, you almost never have snow to deal with. It's pretty much always rain and chilliness. Which is kind of good, kind of bad, right? There's never ice, there's never snow. Almost never. Which means you don't have to deal with sliding around, shoveling, dealing with all that bullcrap, all the things that are negative about snow. It also means that you get all of the coldness and like, oh, it feels like my face is actually freezing off. Without having the pretty snow to at least look out your window and be like, aw, it's winter. Instead, it just looks gray like every other season. And it feels worse. It looks the same and feels worse than every other day of the year. That's winter out here.
Oh, crap.
I can't say I'm a big fan, but I at least didn't have to shovel ice today. You're in SoCal, so while it's cold, you got no snow. Yeah, I used to live in Colorado. That was where I lived up until last year. Where you only have like, what, like 10 or 20 rainy days all year long, which means you don't have that many snowy days either. Rainfall doesn't happen, so there's nothing to freeze. It's very rare you have to deal with snow, and then you get like a couple really snowy blizzard days, and that's it. And it's nothing compared to like other parts of the Midwest. Because Colorado is a desert. Hi, Looney, welcome in. I'm gonna take another drink of water in a second here. Had one recently, but I need more. I require more water. Similar weather to where you are. It's cold, everything's covered in frost, but it's not snowing, you're dodging the deep negatives. Oh, hell yeah. I know I have a friend, I forget what part of Canada he's exactly living in. I think it's East Coast Canada. He got buried in snow recently. He's fighting the big snowstorm currently. Poor guy. He asked me to come shovel him out, and I said, no, I can't buy a ticket. Can't afford it. Sorry. Just gonna have to stay frozen. Missed the snowstorms we got back in 2010 to 12 when it was like a foot of snow every time it melted. Yeah. There were some fun snowstorms in like the early 2000s. But, you know, planet's warming up in a way that we maybe will find a way to reverse at some point, but at the moment it's just getting warmer. And the weather's getting more extreme! Oh! Okay, I saw it that time. Fucking.
Oh,
You're staying sub-0 C, but not 0 F yet. Fair enough. Up. East Coast is currently under frozen water. Oh no. It's underwater and the water is frozen. I see. Yeah, I got a friend out that way who's going through it. I love snow. I love the way that snow looks from the outside. I hate walking through it and I hate driving through it. I hate having to travel through snow. Snow is something that is to be enjoyed as a snowball and as an optional view outside your window. And when you actually have to go out into it, I hate snow so much. And I don't think that's a hot take. I think that might be the coldest take of the winter. But it's still how I feel about it. Canada East Coast has some day after tomorrow style weather. What the hell? It's crazy. Or do you just mean like, you know, talking about the current global situation, which is also kind of the day after tomorrow? Up. What? Ha. Up, 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 up. You like snow in survival games? It's pretty in games. That's what I'm saying. Snow is really pretty as set dressing. It can even be cool as mechanics. But when you're actually dealing with it in real life and you have to be a part of it, it's the worst. It's the worst thing. Ooh, ooh, hold on, Nate. Hold on. Careful. That was such a nice landing! After all that slipping, he just lands on his own 2 legs. What a hero. I immediately made him look like shit. Immediately. Have you been? Hi, Vander. I'm attempting to climb the hard part of the mountain instead of using the stairs.
Grip.
How about you? How about you? Well, not a bad view. It's weird lightning with the snow. Oh, it's not a bad view, but you've got fucking weird lighting with the snow reflecting so much. Yeah, snow blindness is real. Just getting flashbanged by looking outside. One of the biggest issues with snow. Especially when you're supposed to be out driving in it or whatever. Just the worst. Snow is the worst for literally any problem you could have for being outside. It's only good because it looks nice. And it's fun to play in when you're a kid. It'd be fun to play in now, but how are you going to sign up people for a snowball fight? I'm going to say it right now. If you guys have friends who will just be like, oh, hell yeah, the second you tell them, let's have a snowball fight today, gather them. That's a gift you need to cherish. Literally get in there right now. Get everybody on Discord or on your phone or whatever. Be like, guys, we're going snowball fighting. Do it. If you have that in your life, take advantage of it immediately. Do not take that for granted. You know how hard it is to have a bunch of people who are just like, ride or die, let's go snowball fight right now? Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Doing pretty good. Speaking of snow, your car got stuck, so you're just enjoying your day off of work. Ugh. Yeah, are you dealing with the superstorm right now? Are you dealing with the super snowstorm, Vanderwolf? I know a lot of people are. Brutal. But I'm glad you got a day off to chill. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop. Hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop. Ah! What's really funny about the day after tomorrow, is that they had to warn people that it wouldn't happen. Wait a second. The whole thing about the day after tomorrow is that we said, no, 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 don't worry, guys. The movie is just fiction. It's fine. It's safe, actually, because these weather patterns don't move that quickly. And we found out, we had research to follow that proved that actually they travel faster than we thought before the movie. That's crazy. That's crazy. Weather's brutal, man. Weather is absolutely brutal. And it's not like we're making it any easier on ourselves. We're officially progressing the real world to challenge mode. You know how there's like, sometimes there's a setting in the game where you can just make everything harder for yourself? We're just doing that with the planet, so. You know, hopefully, we empower the right scientists and researchers to find a solution. And we empower businesses by either convincing them to be good to the planet or beheading the ones who won't. So that we can save the planet before we all just, you know, freeze to death or burn to death, whichever happens first. Probably both. Exoplanet research is fun and tells us a lot of things that physics hate. Tells us specifically that physics hates us so much. Yeah, we've actually been discovering a lot of exoplanets, haven't we? I know Loopy was saying they just discovered another one recently. You're all for whipping out the guillotine, making some more Dullahans in the world. I mean, Dullahans are cool. Who wouldn't want to be Dullahan? I should feel privileged to be chosen for the Dullahan-ing. You need to eat, Brain Hurdy. Have a good sleep! Bye, Magic! Thanks for popping in today! Go take care of yourself and have a good nap. Farewell for now. Snow needs a nerf in the next IRL update. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind a snow nerf. Also, hello there! I love moist spheres. My favorite part about that name is that you're the second in your line. That implies not only are you brilliant at naming, but somebody else has that idea as well, and that means there's 2 of you running around fighting like Highlander style to be the chosen one. Or maybe it's like a superhero title that gets passed down from generation to generation. It's an absolute mantle of honor and justice. Have you heard about Pluto? It's messed up, right? What have I heard about Pluto recently? I haven't heard anything recently about Pluto. Is there new Pluto tea? Is there new tea on Pluto? Has something changed with Pluto? I mean, I don't know, Kaylin. I'll accept any outcome that involves a guillotine. It's an old show reference. No, I haven't heard that at all. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the old show. The two doesn't make me the second. It's a play on words. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was wondering if it was like the username was taken or if that was a choice. I see now. I understand. It was a creator's decision. You love them as well. And also, you love two of them. I understand. Is it just me or is stream acting up? Can anyone confirm or deny? Can anyone confirm or deny if stream is doing okay? Is it just Marissa or is it fucking up for anybody? Also, we're about to hit ads, so I'm gonna go pee real soon here. Stream seems fine? Cool, thank you guys. Yeah, I love moist spheres too. I get you, I hear you. Stream seems fine? Cool. Cookie, hello. What's the crown? Where'd the crown go that time? Do I care? I mean, I do care eventually. Do I care immediately? Or do I want to explore get it later? Twitch gets stuck repeating the same 2 seconds sometimes. Have you noticed that on multiple streams, Grievo, or just here? I'm curious about that. Refresh, fix it. Fair enough. Is Twitch is Twitch having problems? Multiple streams, okay. So Twitch is being fucky. Twitch is being fucky! Loud and clear, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Scuff can be intimidating, so it's nice to have like clear communication on what's going on. I really appreciate you all coming to a consensus to help me out. Twitch has been a little extra fucky for the last month. Really? I guess I haven't watched enough Twitch to know. I'm either making Twitch or I'm offline doing stuff. So I guess I haven't really noticed. I also should get up and pee and like get new water and stuff. But I'm like so addicted to the climb at this point. So just absolutely addicted to this climb. Alright, I'm gonna stretch. Alright, I'm gonna stretch. I'll be right back. Hold on, give me like a minute and I'll be back with you guys. See you soon. I think I can just... I can. Oh my god, there's another archer. The archer was not the most of my problems. The archer was not the most of my problems there. I understand that now.
Oh, what happened to the shop, man?
Don't look at me.
You got all the shop items? You didn't let me have any?
It was body armor and leggings. You can't wear those.
You didn't even compare.
There's maybe
Mage man! Mate, oh, maybe some what, sorry? You just got all of the what was that, Kaya? What was that you just got? Huh? Miss already going to get all the items in the shop. Then sees the chest, is like, I'm gonna grab that too. What was that shit about? Like, what I was in that? Huh? Looks like some me. You just numb the down because you felt guilty. You can't eat the evidence if you're reading it in front of the cop. That's still admissible in court. Ah!
Look, another item. Anyway, so to really answer your question,
I'm leaving. I'm going.
I'm sorry that all y'all got work tomorrow. I don't have work tomorrow. I'm sorry that you. No. That was so tough. I'm so sorry. They were body Sir, this is a Twitch stream. Sir, that's against TOS. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to break it up. Oh shit. Gotta get out of here. Gonna get banned.
Woo! I'm sure you can manage that without dying. There is a spike embedded in the ground, so I don't entirely trust you, but you'll somehow find a way to put it out and then stick it back in your fucking throat. Oh my god! I'm going to a toilet break. Somebody please clip that. If not, Kaya, clip that. I'm going for a fucking toilet break. Holy fucking shit. No way.
Can you imagine all those like tens of thousands of years of life's development on Earth? All of those multiple thousands of years of fucking human culture development. All of the people who have lived, died, learned how to make fire, learned how to cook food, learned how to wash your hands before delivering a baby. Hello world, I've got myself my water and I'm back and I'm ready to go. Hi. Hi, hello there. Ooh. Sorry, I got a cool message. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Alright. Time is ticking once more. I'm once more getting close to dinner time. And I know that 2 hours isn't that close, but with how difficult this climb is, literally every fall is a massive setback. Every single fall is an enormous setback that I'm just barely gonna survive. It's rough because, like, emotionally, I think I could do this for 200 hours and still be having fun. I think I could probably do this for 200 hours and still be chill. As long as I get the climb eventually. Question is how much time I'm allowed to actually stream it. It's finally gotten to the chilly part where you turned on your little space heater in your room. That's like the only good thing about chilly weather, is that the comparative warmth of like a fireplace or a space heater or something feels so nice. It's like so empowering to have like the whole world trying to, what's the game? Frostpunk you to death. The whole world is trying to frostpunk you into submission. And you just turn on a fireplace like, fuck you, the planet. I'll be warm tonight. I'll be warm right now. And that battle against the cold feels amazing. Up. When you're playing controller games, you typically like to stand and walk in place. But you're learning it's a little difficult to do with this game? Huh. I don't know, I think this game might be a little difficult in general, but I don't blame you. It's definitely a focus taker, isn't it? It really is. How do you like it so far, Chris? Now you don't want to leave your room. That's the biggest problem. You get a fireplace working, you get the space heater working, you get a place of comfort hollowed out in the world. Maybe it's your blankets, maybe it's your heater, maybe it's something else. On a cold day. It's really hard to leave that shelter to go do something else. It's almost impossible to leave that shelter. Once you've created Warm Bubble, why would you ever leave Warm Bubble for anything? Also, hi! Hi, Straff, how you doing today? You know, there are 30 cats standing behind you right now. They do not adhere to the laws of physics. I mean, no cat does, really. Cats are non-Newtonian fluid. They're only solid when they want to be. Why are my buttons not working today? Why are my buttons not working today? Brrr. Hello? Alright. Functioning. Working. We're good to go. Yeah, like that's working, but half the other ones aren't working, and I'm not sure why. I think StreamerBot might need an update, so I'll have to worry about getting that fixed for next stream. Hydrate, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Kind of want a space heater, but I think my apartment's a little too open for that. Yeah, like you'd just be spending electricity bill, blasting heat into a big open room that won't do nothing. I don't know, I've been surprised with how good some space heaters are.
God.
But they're a little spendy. They're a little spendy to use sometimes, especially if you got like gross electricity bills. Hup, 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 hup. I just love having a little portable fireplace. I like real fireplaces more because the smell of fire makes me happy. The smell of fire is one of my favorite smells on the fucking planet. In almost any form. I love fireworks, I love fireplaces, I love burning things, I like burnt food. I like burning. I love the smell of fire. Fire makes me happy. Hi, Power Goose, good morning. So I like fireplace more than space heater. But space heater works in an emergency. Fire good. Fire is one of the best smells there is. Hot tip, all electronics are space heaters. Just go run something on max graphics. Go do a Tomb Raider benchmark on your PC. You'll get the heat running. You'll get the heat running. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good, Nate. We're good. Eh. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was too bold. I was too excited, Nate. I'm sorry. I overestimated your capabilities and I pushed you in a position that was too much pressure. I didn't mean to. Your first chowder is consumed. Hell yeah, Grizz. Hell yeah. Ugh. No. Trying to operate two big silly guys at once is tricky. You have to operate yourself and also Nate. I understand. I understand. You're gonna get your teeth pulled later today? Good luck, Kit. I hope it goes well for you. I hope it's, you know, just fucking nice and chill and everything works well. Thanks for peeking in. It's always good to see you. Have a good rest of your day. Do the Indiana Jones game for benchmarking. Aren't they coming out with a new Tomb Raider soon, though? They're coming out with a new Tomb Raider game, and that'll be the new benchmark. I've heard that that's like weird tech that I didn't even know was a thing until I was talking with my wife and my friend Ingy. The two of them were both like, oh yeah, you want to check out how good your computer runs, just like download this Tomb Raider game and see how it does. I'm like, why Tomb Raider? And they're just like, it's the best benchmark game. You see how good your graphics card is running by using this game. And I was like,
Fuck.
really? And they're like, yeah, it's the best one. There's a best one? Yeah, just open up the options. It's right there. Okay. Okay, sure. Which means technically Shadow of the Tomb Raider has playtime on my Steam library now. And I still know nothing about Lara Croft or her adventures. Other than she's a rich explorer. There's just something about rich explorer games that not even Lara Croft can get me invested. I don't think I'm ever gonna be an Indiana Jones or a Lara Croft or a Uncharted fan. I don't know what it is, but like I'm rich and exploring ancient ruins just doesn't appeal to me at all. Ah! Unless it's a fantasy game and I'm rich because I've been getting mad loot. I don't care about dungeons and ruins. You got one of those fake fireplaces that's really just a space heater? I have a mini fireplace space heater. I have a space heater that is small and just for my room and looks like a tiny fireplace. And that makes me happy. It sells me the illusion of having even more joy than I currently have. Which is sometimes what you need to unlock real joy.
Oh, no.
I think a lot of times happiness is fake it till you make it. Or even just telling yourself a convincing illusion. As long as it creates actual dopamine, you are feeding your brain happiness. Doesn't matter where you get the serotonin as long as you're getting the serotonin. And as long as that serotonin doesn't cost too much on a monthly basis. Monster Hunter Wilds was a good benchmark? Man. Or you got space heater status while trying to run the Monster Hunter Wilds benchmark. I heard they found out that one of the reasons you get mad performance drops in that game is because it's checking for DLC like 8,000 times a second. It's some crazy number, like 8,000 times a second. Monster Hunter Wilds is checking to see if you own DLC or not. Not even as like a DRM thing. It's just trying to be like, oh yeah, do you need your DLC items? Do you need your DLC items? Have we given you your DLC items yet? And because of some way they coded it, it checks 8,000 times a second or some. It's not that's not the number, but some crazy number like that. That just makes your computer want to like poop itself and die every time you're in a city. New Indiana Jones games is very intense. Well, that's the thing, is you want a game that's like medium intensity that can go up to maximum intensity. You want something that any computer can run to learn its performance, but that has a high push at the high end. So I think that a game that low-end computers can't even run maybe isn't the best benchmarker. It needs to be able to scale up from a low point rather than just start off like choking people out with how powerful its graphics are.
Shit.
You can't afford to burn out a GPU these days. No, you really can't. Graphics card prices are freaking scary right now.
Fuck. Oh crap.
Cool. All right, I got a little antsy there. I got a little too fast. I got a little too excited. I got going a little too speedy. Also, for those of you who have played Silksong or kept up with Silksong and know what Silksong is and enjoy Silksong, want an update on how Kai is doing with Silksong, I finally got to the part with juggling. I found the juggling. If you know what that means, then you're pretty hyped. If you don't know what that means, it doesn't matter, and therefore it's perfectly spoiler-free. I got to the juggling. I got the juggling high score. And I'm currently exploring around that fact. For anyone who's curious how Silksong's been. I've seen 2 different endings so far. And I'm excited to go dig myself up a 3rd. I don't know what that means, that you definitely crashed out and dumped Silksong. I get it. I understand. It's a hard game. It's way harder than Hollow Knight in a different style than Hollow Knight was, because Hollow Knight could be very slow and methodical, whereas Silksong is very fast and agile, on top of being just fundamentally harder. Yeah, I've seen the credits twice now. And I'm working on that 3rd one, if you know what I mean. It's so hard, and it feels like it's perfectly disrespecting me. I guess I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go as far to say it feels disrespectful. But they definitely amped up the difficulty in a way that will gatekeep it from people who would otherwise enjoy it. Because there's no way to turn that difficulty down. It's just hard. It's just harder. That's gonna be a major turnoff. And that's not like a skill issue kind of comment. It's just like it's a harder game. They made a harder game, which just naturally means there's gonna be less people able to enjoy it because it's harder and more by its very existence gatekeepy. I love it though. I'm really happy I stuck with it. I love Silksong. It's my favorite Metroidvania game ever. Period. Hands down. Didn't make it all the way up to favorite Souls-like-ish game, but it's definitely my favorite Metroidvania. Oh god, hold on. Nate, don't tumble more! Specific crash hours from something kind of spoilery. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many people are planning to go through Silksong still. It's been out for a long time now. I don't know when it's like, yeah, let's just talk about Silksong spoilers. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're quite there yet, because I'm sure there's still people checking it out and working their way through it. And I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you know the thing with the part? I don't want to just ruin that for anybody. We'll give it another few months to cook before we re-examine. Do we just talk about Silksong? Do we just talk about it now? I don't blame anyone for being like, this game is more hard than it is fun though. Like there's absolutely, I get it. I understand.
Fuck!
Crashing out as many players as it crashed out online storefronts. Yeah, probably. I forgot about that. Honestly, I forgot about how Silksong was so hyped that when it came out, it actually broke almost every storefront there was. So proud of them for that. Like, regardless of the experience people are actually having with the game, like an indie dev being so powerful and creating something so cool and exciting that they actually broke online stores across the world is so cool. That's such a success story. It's such good art. You still want to try Hollow Knight at some point, maybe? I mean, do you like platformers? And do you like getting lost in platformers? If yes, it's the game for you. If anyone wants to know why, catch me in VC and I will lose my shit again. Sounds good, Sarin. I'm intrigued. I'm so intrigued. I need to know. No. But I get you. I get you. What's your favorite crest in Silksong? Reaper. I like the Reaper crest. That's been my favorite so far. I know that's like the basic bitch answer for basic bitches, but I really like it and it's nice and it feels satisfying, and I missed my downward pogo. So I liked having the Reaper crest a lot. The Reaper crest. That was my favorite thing. They weren't the only ones that broke something that year. I forget, what was the other game that broke a store? What other game had record breakers like that? Okay, no more impatience, just go to the evil edge. No more impatience, no more mistakes. Just go all the way up to the evil edge. I'm pretty sure my crown got stuck on the midpoint up here. Pretty sure the crown is up. Do not step on the banana peel just because we're going fast. Microsoft broke the refund. What, for all Microsoft things? For just Microsoft in general? What did they break? What refund did they break? Oh. For all things, for all Microsoft things, they just broke. Oh, what a shame. Our refund system. Oh no, woo. Our refund system appears to be broken. Help, Senpai. We're stuck in the refund system and we can't get out. Oh, the refund for canceling Game Pass. That's what it was. Yeah, no, I remember now. To be fair, like, was that like a sheer volume of refunds that broke them? Was that like the sheer number of people trying to get refunds that broke it? Or was it just that they accidentally broke the system in an unrelated reason right as they announced the worst possible news? It was actually because they had too much traffic for requesting refunds. That's hilarious. Good work, Microsoft. Good work.
Fuck.
The most refund requested of all time. Really? We're going all the way down from that? That wasn't even a... Ow. Ow. Holy moly. You recently tried Blasphemous and it just wasn't clicking. Blasphemous was a weird one to me. It was cool. It was neat. Like, I enjoyed playing it. Something about it felt stiff. It felt stiff to me, I think Blasphemous did. It felt a little bit stiff. You'd think they'd have good enough servers for that? No. At the sheer volume of refunds, there's no way Microsoft could ever keep up. I love when businesses make a bad decision and immediately get shit on for it. I love when businesses make decisions so bad that they immediately have to change their minds about something. I like occasionally seeing CEOs and decision makers get held accountable for their fucking shit. You know, it just feels good inside. I don't want to see anyone fail, like the actual workers and developers or whoever's. I want to see anyone like that fail. But like the CEOs who make the shit decisions. That's like a whole genre of pornography. Watching CEOs lose is my favorite spectator sport. It's the best thing to watch on the planet. The final boss of Blasphemous made you crash out? I don't even remember the final boss. I thought the game was neat. It felt clunky, but I liked it. It wasn't really my vibe. I wasn't sitting there like, this is the best game world I've ever been in. This is so cool. This is amazing. But I was like having fun with it the whole time. That was like a solid 7 out of 10 game. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Because it was like really good. It just wasn't my super vibe. I do love Metroidvanias for just getting me lost places and then slowly figuring out how to go places. That's my favorite thing. Well, it's not my favorite thing, but it's one of my favorites. I love the slow learning of how to get around a world and unlocking new doors and getting to new places that you get in Metroidvania games. Makes me happy. All right, stop being impatient. Stop being impatient. Just stop being impatient. Walk like a normal person. Don't push myself off a cliff because I'm hitting the buttons too quick. Just keep going. I was too fast again! Blasphemous is a special kind of not friendly. It's one of the few Metroidvanias you put back down. Really? Fair enough. I don't remember having that bad of an experience with it. I remember liking it the whole way through, but not being like in love with it. The first Last of Us was pretty cozy. The first Last of Us, it's rough. Like, I remember really loving watching that game. I watched a playthrough of it, of the whole thing, and thought, this is pretty cool. This is pretty neat.
Oh no!
Not really the kind of game I'd play the whole way through because, I don't know. I feel like there's a specific kind of game that I don't like. It's like, it's the equivalent of how movies are meant to be Oscar bait, where the whole thing is like they just designed the movie to win an award. Sometimes I feel certain AAA games are like that. They're like AAA slop. I guess I could just call them award slop. Games like The Last of Us, Detroit Become Human, Uncharted, the Indiana Jones games, whatever. It's just like meant to be the most generic AAA game of all time. And I know that sometimes those are really fun and people like really enjoy them and like they have a good time with it. But I can't get into AAA that is just there to be the most AAA of all time. I don't even know what it is. Like that's not even a frickin' actual, like, solid, like, no, this is objectively wrong. I think they're lazy and just pandering. Like, to me, it feels like a word slop, and I don't like them. I don't like them. The final boss has 0 parryable abilities? Really? There wasn't anything you could parry in the final boss? Damn. In a game that was really heavily about parries, I can see how that'd be a huge turnoff. And I agree that it's frustrating when there's bosses with really few attackable frames. When you spend most of the time waiting to attack the boss and just trying to survive long enough to get your next 1 or 2 attacks in, I get bored. I get bored as hell, so I get that, Saren. I get that. The Microsoft CEO is crashing out over the phrase microslop. Really? That's funny. I'm telling you. CEOs experiencing despair is my favorite spectator sport. I could watch that all day. I could watch that all day. Have a good lurk, Roxas. You were also in blood sugar nonsense at the time, which probably didn't help the experience. Yeah, no. I imagine your body actively pumping toxins directly into your brain, causing stress and pain. Probably had some effect, but I don't know. That's still bad design, bad boss design, no matter what mood you're in, no matter what your body's trying to do to you. Regeared, of course you get a hug. Do 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 do. Man, we were going up the mountain so consistently earlier, and I've gotten into the zen of we're just hanging out and having a good time, that I'm actually getting really lazy and unfocused with my pre-climb. This stuff here is so simple. It's so simple and straightforward and repeatable, but I'm like, nah, man, we're chilling, we're vibing, we're good. And I stopped thinking about my motions, and I just said Nate throwing down the mountain. It's like a Dark Souls boss, where it's designed that even, yeah, autopilot climbing. It's like a Dark Souls boss, or even a Dark Souls like walk to a boss, where you can get so comfortable to it and used to it that you stop thinking about it and focusing on it actively. But because it's Dark Souls, you also can get fucked up by even the smallest little dude if you're not paying attention. And it's just like, it's never safe to be comfortable. It's never safe to be complacent. There's no such thing as, oh, I can just do this on autopilot. You can never do it on autopilot. You can get to the point where you're 100% consistent with it, but you can never do it on autopilot. And you can't trust Nate on autopilot. Nate on autopilot, no matter how many times you played this game, he will throw himself down the mountain at the first chance. Sloth is the new secret letter. The new Scarlet Letter. Fucking.
Grip.
I actually don't know that much about that story. Scarlet Letter is, I think I had to read it for one class. I think one time in like 4th grade or something, I had to read the Scarlet Letter. And 0% of it stuck in my brain, ever. Something about somebody who's away at war. There's like a loved one, a family member, a partner, a brother, a husbando, someone who's off at war. And they sent a letter home? I don't know. I really don't know what that book was. I remember the title and that's about it. Nate doesn't look where he's stepping. He doesn't look where he's stepping, so I need to for him. And I'm really bad about that. I'm like, I'm big city chilling. I'm big city chilling. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself and I'm not looking at my feet anymore. Do. Feels like Slop is the new Gaslight in terms. I wouldn't say it's the new, okay. To say Slop is the new Gaslight would mean that like Gaslight is the only term that came out of nowhere, just like a phrase we're saying all the time suddenly. We're always like fucking pop culture, and just like general like, human interaction. There's always like a good like 30 or 50 words that we're just passing around like, oh, that's the big thing right now. That's the big thing to say. Slop's a big word. Fucking Gaslight, geek, girl boss, whatever, that's a big word. Blah, blah, blah is a big word. Like, I don't think there's just one. I think we're usually throwing around like 50 words at the same time. We have this like short list of like, what is the human verbal tick right now? What is the human species thing we like to say at this moment in a given language? Usually there's a lot of them. Sometimes it's skibbity riz and you just have to weather that storm. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it, you know? New word that seems completely wrong. Language drift, Saren. Don't make me fucking librarian with you. Don't make me librarian at you, I will. Language drift is totally okay. A word taking on a new meaning culturally is the new meaning of that word, or a new meaning of that word. You could say that they're using a word in a context that it hasn't been used before. That's true. Wrong? No. Language is literally just the thing that we created to speak to each other more clearly. If you say friend slop to someone and they know exactly what kind of slop you're talking about, yeah, it worked. The language worked. You figured it out. I do not like the stream title. Stop it. Loopy, when did you sneak into YouTube? What are you doing over there? When did you get on YouTube, you Loopy? YouTube chat's been so quiet today. I don't even know when that came in. Help. Language is constantly evolving. Yes, exactly. You mean like when people are actually using it wrong? Like people were actually misusing the term gaslighting? That's true. Technology. Technology. Oh yeah, Luffy, did you need me to type up the name of the multi-stream thing? The multi-stream title that I said I was going to type into chat and then forgot to type into chat. You need me to pass that along? Stop gaslighting me. No, gaslighting is like a real thing that hurts people. You gotta know what gaslighting means. That's true. That's fair when it's like actually being misused. I don't think slop's being misused. Like, here's the thing. You call it micro slop. Micro slop. You're saying that they're actually producing slop. True. You say that friend slop is technically sloppy. Yeah, thanks, Kaya. Sorry, Loop, I still forgot to fix Nightbot on YouTube. So my YouTube Nightbot actually banned Loopy for saying something in all caps. She used her big words and she got banned. That's hilarious. I need to go settle down Nightbot. So like maybe one day I'll receive the name of the application. Yeah, let me double check. Let me double check it real quick. You actually get temporarily timed out if you use capital letters on YouTube. It's so fucking funny. Here you go. Let me type this up. I'm gonna type it in small letters too, so I don't get banned on my own channel. There you go. There you go. We're gonna go. This is a good reminder. This is like the 5th reminder I've gotten. Is my YouTube chatbot that I set up, you know, really quick, really sloppy. I set it up really sloppy. It just immediately fucking stops you if you say something in all caps. And as someone who speaks in all caps and is nothing but excitement, I'd like people to be able to say things in all caps on my channel, so I gotta go fix that. Fun slap? That does not mean what you mean, what you think it means. I mean, come on. Listen, something can be beautifully engineered, tightly built, perfectly designed to be fun, like Peak or Repo, and also be slop at the same time. What do you want? A game that me and my friends can just hop on, drunk as shit, barely paying attention to this realm of reality, and have a good time, have some fun with each other. Yes, that doesn't mean it's bad, but that does mean it's slop. That does mean it's slop. You sure the gaslighting is a thing? Don't you even start with me, Power Goose. Awful used to mean full of awe. No, I don't. Did it ever mean that? Like in the 1500s, for? I feel like you're gaslighting me.
God.
I feel like you're pranking. I feel like you're saying funny words. Which might be an attempt to deceive me into believing something is true. Gaslighting. And by acting it was always true. Or it might be you're just saying funny words that sound funny and are fun to say. Way back, awful did mean full of awe. That had to have been like the 1500s or something. Friend slop games have 1,000 times more effort than Microsoft updates do. I mean, that's a low bar. It's a pretty low bar to set for slop. It's really early English that awful meant full of awe and incredible. Well, you know, like, didn't incredible used to mean something slightly different too? Like, incredible! You already found it. Thanks, Luffy. What is it? What was I thinking? What did we just talk about? We were talking about slop. We were talking about Microsoft updates. We were talking about incredible. So incredible means I literally can't believe it. I can't believe that's true. Incredible means like in the literal term, it means like there's no way that that's true or real. It can't be real. And we've turned it over time to mean like, that's incredible. That's so cool, it's actually unbelievably cool. That is incredibly cool. Whereas back in the day, that used to just be like, I find this quite incredible. Which is like a harumph way to say like, I seriously doubt you're telling me the truth, you know? Yeah, just the context of why it's incredible has changed. It used to just mean like, I doubt you severely. And now it's like, I doubt you severely because that's too cool to be true. That's too cool to be true. But it still means essentially the same thing in a completely different context. Language is fun. Incredible was old-timey fancy way of saying bullshit. Bullshit. I'm doing amazing! I hope you're doing good too, Jerry Mouse. Welcome in. We're back to our age-old enemy. We're back to our age-old enemy, the demon step. The evil fucked up ledge. How do I get just a little bit further over? I gotta remember to let Nate stabilize himself sometimes. I need to let Nate stabilize himself for a second, because if I get too wiggly, he'll just bounce himself right off. Can he climb from here? He maybe climb from here. Oh, okay, guys, do you see the tech that we're pulling off right now? Do you see this tech? This is the tech we need to get just a little bit further over. This is literally the tech we need. I just need to keep it coming without sending him off the cliff. Please land. Oh, he landed, okay. Like, that's the kind of tech that we need to get the rest of the way over, and it is horrifying. It is horrifying. That's so, it can go wrong so quickly. It can go wrong so quickly. I'm just glad he didn't fall all the way down this time. The tippiest of toes, exactly. Like, I'm at a point in my stages of grief where I do fully believe that's the answer, and we just need to do it correctly. We need to manage his physics and his momentum, and get him to do that, but not fall. Did the crown seriously go off the mountain? Did Nate save himself without also saving the crown? God, it could be anywhere down there. All right, I'll go find it after I defeat the Steffies. What did I just read in the title? Hi, Mr. Oddity, welcome in. Telling you, we're playing baby game today. And tomorrow I bet you we'll hear at least one soundtrack. At least one soundtrack from Bowser's Inside Story. You know, the Bowser MPREG game. Probably. We're gonna be playing Super Mario Mon. So close to the goal, and at least the drop save worked. At least we saved ourselves on the drop. This also works kind of like Dark Souls, where your camera angle changes where your feet are trying to plant themselves. So with the camera angle you approach this climb with really matters a lot. Hold on. Everybody please hold. Please hold. This is fucking scary. Hold on, Nate. If you're gonna fall, fall safe, fall safe. No! Okay.
Why?
We're getting so close. It's just so dumb how long it takes to get back up there. We're getting so close in our tech and our fucking application and in our efforts. We're getting so close. You love hearing the scream before seeing the outcome? Oh, Loopy. I swear to God, that's the one part of the climb that's absolutely the worst. That specific tippy toe ledge right there is the only thing I haven't been able to figure out in the entire game. It's the only thing I haven't overcome so far. And it's such a specific weird tech for that climb that I'm really hoping the rest of this has nothing like it. I'm hoping once I can get past it, the rest is just like 30 minutes of fucking regular hard climb. Just walk over it, obviously, you're welcome. Yeah, good point, actually. Good point, actually. Like, I think that we're close to an answer there. We just need to do that, but correctly. We just need to do that, but right, you know? Once we do that, but correctly, we're done. We've done it. We've climbed the mountain. I wonder where my crown is down there. Because it didn't stop on the staircase, so it's probably really far down the mountain. I should probably find it before I go up again, but I'm just like determined to figure out how to beat this part of the climb specifically. I'm determined to beat this part. I want to waste more time walking around in the meadow thinking about it. I want to be climbing it. Okay. The good news is I'm actually doing this climb chill. I'm actually focusing this time, so we should be okay. This is a reminder to everyone that there's still an open challenge. If you yourself can download, install this game, and provide me a video clip of you doing this climb specifically, the side of the mountain climb, if you can do this climb without using the stairs, and send me a video, I'll call you the Stairs King, the Stairs Lord, the Stairs Queen, the Stairs President, the Stairs Emperor, the Stairs God, Stairs Goddess. Whatever you want to be, you get the title forever if you beat this before I do. You just got trolled by a porta-john. You got beaten by an outhouse. What happened, Grizz? Why'd the outhouse beat you?
Mighty God.
Maybe I should hop back on. Challenge is open until I beat this on stream. The challenge will remain open, and it'll be first come, first serve. The first person to solve this puzzle before me gets the title. Right, Odin? Hi, welcome in, how are you? Whew. Careful. Careful, Nate. Get on up. Get on up. Oh, hold on. Hold on! Wait, think about it! Don't go all the way down. Okay. You found an outhouse that just falls off a cliff? That's brutal. That's brutal. Hop, 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 hop. I'm convinced this has to be the hardest part of the entire game. They don't call it the man breaker for nothing. They don't call it the baby breaker for nothing. They don't call it the Skippy Happy Fun Time. And they don't call it that for a reason. Classic Jim. I'm convinced that Jim was actually trying to help us through most of this game. I'm convinced that Jim was sincerely trying to help Nate for most of the video game. And eventually he just hit a point where he got sick. Sorry, I accidentally hit a button and my glue turned on. I'm convinced that Jim was trying to help, and eventually he just got sick of Nate refusing to be helped in any way, shape, or form. And that's when he went full antagonistic with the staircase. You're an hour away from the border, so you're pretty far south. You're pretty close to the equator generally. It snowed yesterday and there's still snow today. I heard that storm's crazy, Odin. I heard that storm's been insane. I've actually got the deep lore on why Nate says ooh woo. I found some baby steps trivia that I'd forgotten since it's been forever since we started the game. Apparently it's an actual Australian thing to say haru as a goodbye. That's like an actual thing for some people in Australia. And one of the first cutscenes, fucking Jim says haru, and Nate hears it and he goes, oh, yeah, ooh woo, because he thinks that he said ooh woo. And now he spent the whole rest of the game saying ooh woo because he heard it wrong. And he's been too awkward to ever clarify. I wonder where the crown went, actually. Because, like, the crown felt like it landed on... The last time we had the crown, we fell up there and we saved ourselves. We fell and got saved. And I thought the crown stayed up with us. but I couldn't find it where we saved ourselves, which means it bounced off somewhere. But there's no visual indicators to where it went, so I actually don't know where it is. I don't want to lose it forever. But, yeah, I don't know where it bounced this time. Come dig for it later.
Oh shit!
If I still haven't beaten the baby breaker today, by the end of stream, which is looking increasingly possible, I'll go dig for it after stream. I'll go find it later. We lost the crown again. It bounced real hard that time. It's somewhere deep. It's somewhere real deep. You just got an ad for baby wipes? No way. Twitch.tv literally thinks I'm playing a game about babies, for babies, and people who have babies. Hey guys, don't forget your baby wipes for your babies that you all have. You're watching this game, so clearly you have babies. I'm so curious now, though. I'm like, where did the crown go? Where is it? Where's that little guy? You have a child, yes? Is it an Eevee plushie? Is it a plushie? It's a plushie, isn't it, dirty girl? You know who's had babies? Your mom. Your mom had a baby. Your mom. Oh! You don't know. I might have been born in it too. Your mom might. It might be true about your mom. Maybe my mom. Maybe my mom was a test tube. You never know. You never know. I have one baby, yes. Kitty. Is that a little kitty? A little fur baby? I respect my cat too much to call her a baby. Except for when she's being a stupid little baby. Which she is sometimes. It was so cute. She came stomping downstairs to check on me during one of these stretch breaks. Like, apparently she had business upstairs and with Loopy, whatever Loopy's up to right now. And she was just up there hanging out. The second I opened up my room door, I just hear ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And the cat just comes around the corner looking at me like, hello, I heard your door open. I wanted to come see you. I missed you. It's like, oh, hi, Farah. Hi, Farah. Stupid, dumb baby. Your child is a Mimikyu plush with Ramley Tool hat. Fair enough. I want to see the baby. Your kitty is permanent, baby. My cat is not orange. So she's only dumb half the time. So she's only a stupid, dumb baby half the time. Sometimes she's pretty cool, actually. Sometimes. Only sometimes.
Whoa!
Up. Oh no, one of my plushies supports sunglasses, and now she's always wearing them. That's fun. I love that. Dude, I love plushies so much. There's like a small period of my life where I wanted like figures. More than anything, I wanted like statues, little figurines. I even had Funko Pops because I was a fucking college girl with no taste. I've completely transitioned into plushie girl. Plushies are my favorite way to collect anything. I love plushies, mostly because you don't have to dust them. I like the fact that you don't have to dust plushies. Maybe they should be vacuumed or washed every once in a while. I don't actually know, but you don't have to dust them, which I really appreciate. I hate collectible things I actually have to dust later. Crown isn't here, so where's it gone? If our crown didn't... We fell to this point. We fell right here. And we didn't fall any further. We landed on this planet. The crown didn't come with us. So maybe the crown is like off in that footpath. Like, see up top center of screen right there? If you're a crown that kept bouncing when Nate stopped, maybe you'd be like right there, top center screen. What's my box down there? Assault cube. Also, hi! How you doing today, Bulgarian? Bulgarian? I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry. Hello there! How you doing today? You understand my narrative, Audrey? You understand? You finally made it to the top. Yes. Why didn't you use the stairs? Because I won't allow myself to fall for the narrator's tricks. Yo, Paint! Hi! Hi, Paint. How you doing today? Welcome in. Up. 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 Alright, let's just get back to where we were. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Okay. Alright. Back to the challenge of our lifetimes. The evil edge. Sick with a headache and lurking. Well, it's nice to see you, Glamour Claw. Hi. Let me take that stretch, actually. Thank you so much, Paint. Yo, Glam Claw. I hope you have an amazing time. I hope you feel better soon. Headaches are the worst. I hope it's not a migraine. Good luck. No! The first step I take! Oh. Do 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 do. We get into this feeling you might just be gender fluid, or at least not as sure as what you can identify as. Hey man, lean into that feeling. Whatever you're feeling, just like explore it a little bit. I think the #1 thing is just to let yourself ask questions. Be like, man, actually, what do I want? And leaning into that knowledge can feel really good, especially once you start to find answers that keep you happy. It's all about like really, really leaning into the questions that you start having about like, what do I actually feel? What do I actually enjoy identifying with? What feelings make me feel at home and as most as myself? And every time you're like, actually, do I like this? Just sit with it for a second. Sit with it for several seconds, in fact. You might discover some really cool things about yourself. Lean in, lean in. Join into the pterodactyl screech. Listen, it's really frustrating. It's frustrating because I have been making definite progress. I've got actually continually new personal bests. I've made it farther on the little evil ledge rock today than I ever have in this entire playthrough. I am slowly, incrementally, eventually making progress. I am getting a little further every time, I really am. But there's like an entire stream between the next inch we get forward. The good news is we're almost to the final inch. As far as I've been on the mountain is literally 1 step away from victory. I'm certain of it. We were so close that it would have been 1 step between victory and defeat. Which means the next time I get a personal best, we win the mountain. It does mean it might take another stream or 2 to get there. But I'm not a tent, I'm not a parachute. I'm not a chair. Do you know why I'm none of those things? I don't fold. I don't fold is what I don't do. You're having a blast since you finally start asking yourself some questions? Hell yeah, Saren. Hell yeah. Let the questions be your guide. Let the questions you ask yourself be your guide. And just know that you don't have to, like, you're not permanently locked in. It's like, oh, I've decided this thing about myself and I have to get it right. Just let yourself feel like, well, man, what and who am I? What am I? Who am I? What makes me happy? Feel it out, a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Nothing has to be permanent. Nothing has to be like, I've done it all. You just eventually start asking questions and realizing things about you that make you happier. And through that process, you'll claim victory. So just keep going, keep pushing. Have some fun. What do you, Moo? Never, not once in my life. Oh god, wait, Loopy, are you still here? Hey, Loopy, are you still here? So ask yourself over time. I wouldn't even, yeah, ask yourself slowly over time. Or even just like anytime you have a thought. I think the biggest thing is just to listen to yourself. A lot of people never discover who they are if they have a question like, do I actually want to wear a dress? Do I actually feel like I like to be called she, her? Do I want the long, pretty hair? Does that mean anything different for me? Or does it just mean I want the long, pretty hair? All this stuff, like, people who have that question and have either been shamed or, like, scared into not asking it, oh, people will think I'm weird, or I'll think I'm weird, or I don't even know who I am anymore if I start thinking of myself in different terms or in different ways. That fear, and sometimes the way that people, like families, cultures, whatever, have taught you to not ask questions because it'll make you weird if you think about it too much, if you ask the wrong questions. That kind of thing stops people from just listening to themselves when they discover something new about themselves. The #1 thing, just don't let those fears be a part of your life. And when you have a question that you're asking yourself, just listen. You don't even need to force it. Just as you have something that pops into your head and you want to start considering it, Don't let the fear drive you away. Don't let like other people's bullshit drive you away. Don't let anything drive you away from asking yourself a sincere and open question about yourself. And that's just straight up the best way to learn who you are as a person. And that doesn't just apply to gender stuff. Like, I think that's true of careers. I think that's true of like interests, passions. I think that's true of relationships. And like when you're trying to figure out what is the best fit for you in a relationship or problems you're having in a relationship. Some of the biggest problems and pains we cause ourselves in life is by not sitting and listening when we have questions that we need to answer for ourselves. And from not letting the question even finish. Just being like, no, we're fine. We're actually fine. No, stop. That question is scary. We're fine. You never will be fine if you don't listen to the questions that your heart and mind are asking you. If you're asking yourself a question and you're not listening, you're never gonna find that comfy. So just, you know, let yourself be. The true secret to happiness in life is just learning to understand yourself. It's the hardest thing we do, and it's just listen. Just listening. Listening number one. No matter what kind of question you're figuring out in yourself. The answers will be there somewhere, but you'll never find them if you don't stop to ask. And I'm asking myself right now where the fuck my crown went. I'm so mad that I still don't know where it is. I still don't know where it is! Reminder everyone, frostbite can happen faster than you think. Bundle up. Are you okay, Odin? Or is that from like a point of experience? Or are you just like a... Is that just like a preemptive helpful warning to other people? Or are you okay? You didn't get any frostbite, did you?
Okay.
Sometimes the question is, do I like the way this character looks because I like the way they look, or because I want to wear that hat? I want to wear that. I want to wear that dress. I want to wear that outfit. Do I want to be her? Or do I want to be around her? Sometimes you want to be her. Or them. Some people want to be him even. Some people want to be him. Some people even want to be him. I believe you're a goal for somebody, Nate. I believe you're a goal for somebody, Nate. Like I said, like, people make fun of Nate, but he's actually putting a lot of work in to improving himself and learning as he goes up this mountain. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. He's actually learning how to be a more dedicated, better version of himself. That's something I'll respect on frickin' anybody. Hi, Levass, how you doing today? Unless you're, you know, aspiring to become a better sociopath who fucks people over. That's like the one, maybe that's the one level of self-expression and growth that I won't get behind. Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate. You're hanging in there? Well, good morning. You up late or waking up early? Hope you're doing okay. Hanging in there happens. All we can do is hang into the next bright spot. You're looking at Ramlethal right now and being like, I fucking wish. I'm gonna drink. Preemptive, I'm glad you're doing okay then, Odin. Got minor frostbite years ago. For sticking your hand in a meat freezer after drying dishes. Oh, that's brutal. Your job's powers out and I gotta be in there in an hour. Wake up, Bacon. Wake up, Bacon. Bacon, wake up. Oh, you just woke up and you've been worried about your mom? I'm sorry to hear it. She's sick with something? Sick or injured? I'm sorry to hear it. I hope she does okay and recovers all right from whatever the worry is currently. I hope she's all right. Oh. Oh, that recovery! Oh, that recovery was godlike. Hey, yo, okay. All right, guys. Back to the biggest problem. Back to the biggest problem that's ever faced Nate. If I can do this here, I can do this a little to the left. If I can do this right here, I can do it a little to the left. This is the puzzle I have not been able to solve for like 15 hours. Why? I can get to here, I can get to there. My personal best is getting one of my legs over on that little lip to the left there. That's my PB. If I can do it again and get both feet on that ledge, we just go up, easy. Stanced up in defiance of the wall. Jode, how's it been? I missed you, Jode. How are you? How are you? How's your life? How's the Jode? Still constant? Hmm. How do you feel about the Night Rain DLC? Can we snooze this ad, Marissa? Can we snooze this ad, actually? I want to see if we can do this. Thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, this is horrifying. Okay, hold on. Woo! We're okay! Okay, we didn't die. We lost our footing, but we didn't die. Okay, I almost died there thinking about it. I almost died there just thinking about it.
Oh no!
Oh no. No, I'm not gonna attempt that one.
Oh shit! Shit!
It's okay. It's okay, Nate. It's okay, Nate. It's okay! You can't die! No, it's fucking... Falling off of this part is as good as death to me. Falling off of this part is death. It's officially death. Come on, get your toe back up there. Both toes back up there. Okay! Still constant, haven't played the DLC yet, fair enough. Well, it's good to see you. Hi. I'm climbing the mountain and struggling, as one does. Little stuffies, little stuffy motions. Little stuffies, Nate, little stuffies. Oh my god. This works! This literally is a grip! I just need to get like a little bit further over!
Oh no!
We're so close! We're so close! If we can get to that last little ledge, we can just go the rest of the way up. Lola, did you see that? I mean, I know you're doing the scream, but you might be screaming just because you heard me. Did you see that? Did you see how close? Oh. Oh. I hate that part. I hate that part so much. The path of toe pain. Oh. Ugh. Wasn't about to distract you by messaging. Fair enough. That's where I've been stuck now. Ever since I think like the last half of the last stream and then this stream today, I've been pretty consistently okay at getting back up to that part. And that's what's killing me. I can't get across the finish line right there, and I'm pretty sure it evens out after that. It looks like that's the last part, at least until the next guardrail, that's like heart attack difficult. I'm so close to a breakthrough. It just takes so long to get back up to it. Hi Lilith, I love you. Path of toe pain. It's the worst. Up! Up! I'm also gonna have to spend some time finding the crown, but I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I'll find the crown after stream. You know what? I'll take some time later tonight to find the crown and make sure I save and quit with it. Not like immediately after stream, but before I go to bed tonight. And for right now, I just want to get my practice. I want to get my practice. I want to keep going. You're like one step away. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm at the point where one correct step will get us over that hump. The tech is there. The research is there. We're so close. We just need to get up there and practice enough to get to it. What if you succeed without the crown? My plan if I succeed without the crown is to come back down the stairs to get the crown and walk back up the stairs with the crown. If I can beat the mountain, if I accidentally beat the mountain with no crown somehow, then I will use the stairs to retrieve my crown from below. That's the goal. I will eventually go back for the crown. I just don't want to spend all my time looking for it when we only have limited time to practice the run. Up. Hold on, Nate. I know, I asked you too much. I asked for too much of you too soon, too quickly. My bad. Made yourself some breakfast tonkatsu ramen. Lucky. I had breakfast hot dogs. They were pretty legit. Lilith made us some breakfast hot dogs. From a brand that has betrayed us. There's these hot dogs out here called Dino's Hot Dogs that were like the best hot dogs ever. And we've been absolutely betrayed by them. because they changed to like, they used to be jar hot dogs and like really actually good jarred up glass jar hot dogs. They were so fucking sick. They were so tasty. And they recently changed it to like a cardboard box and like shrink wrap. They're just shrink wrapped hot dogs. And we were like, okay, this is no longer the iconic look. This is no longer the classic Dino hot dog presentation. But hopefully it's still good. And Lilith has to work her butt off to get them to even like 80% of the power level of the previous hot dogs. They changed something about them fundamentally, besides the packaging, that just makes the hot dogs harder to work with. And overall less good, and she's so fucking, she's been distraught by it. That was like our go-to hot dog brand for just regular hot dogs. And they've abandoned us. Someone up in the marketing department was like, we can save on shipping costs if we change the way we make the dog. And now they just, it's not the same. Texture isn't the same, flavor isn't the same. They're still really good. I've really like, especially the way that Lilith has learned to cook them to overcome their weaknesses. Really tasty, but they're never gonna be what they were. Because we were once again betrayed by capitalism. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I'm not going this way. I'm not risking it for the biscuit. For no reason. We're about to get an ad break, and I'll put this on hold when we get the ads so nobody misses out. You shouldn't have let Kaya inspire you. What ranked game are you playing? You playing Strive ranked because you're talking about Ram Lethal, or a different ranked? What if you succeed without the crown? It's a thought that's gonna be in my head forever. It's okay. I should be able to go back for the crown at any point. I'm pretty sure the crowd never unloads. So I'll just go back for it at some point. Got bodied by Elise. Hilarious. Okay, let me just get over to this little platform and go stretch. Oh, stretch. Oh, stretch. So once I get over here. Once I get over here. So got a nice little walk right over here. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, we're back. I'm gonna get my water filled up. I'm gonna get my water filled up because I'm a thirsty girl. See ya. Bye. Live today. All of that. All of human creation is for this. Is for this moment right here, where horse girls go to Isekai's face. I hope you're happy. But enough of my adventures. Meow. That was a fine victory, Mr. Naruto. Your tireless efforts are truly justly rewarded. I'm gonna eat this microphone. I'm just gonna eat this fucking microphone. I don't care. I'm so upset at the world right now. We're like 15 minutes away from this game being done, and I am just barely gonna make it. You can't open doors?
You can't open doors. The only doors you can open are locker doors.
How do you find the generators? Oh, there's so many levels. Oh, I might be close to that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find generators as well.
Hi.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Kaya.
I watched it
I'm gonna assume that you Heidi fucking motherfucker. Oh, there's a hole. Holy shit, fuck him. Let's go. Okay. Whatever it was, it's gone now. I'm right here. Oh. I'm so sorry, Maglier! Maglier and I have succeeded in clearing Herat Cave. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tuck it, take his arm off. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's just... No! No! Sibling fish! You deserve this. You did this. This is on you, sibling fish. This way and then up, okay? Yeah. Okay, got it. This appears to be the up that I need. Hello? Hello? Guys. I'm back. I've stretched. I got my water. I'm all set. I don't have that much time. I do have my water. Sorry. I said I had my water, then I looked all around. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was behind my mic. It was hiding behind my mic. I do have my water, actually. I thought I was lying to you and I actually left my water somewhere else in the house, but I have it. I have it. We're good. I have it. We're okay.
Shit.
Maybe I overestimated how okay we are. Maybe I overestimated how okay we are. I was about to tell you guys all about this sick time limit we have now. Because I'm gonna be helping my wife build her cosplay tonight. My fucking Lilith has got this sick cosplay going on for the Pokemon tournament. And I'm gonna be helping her build it a little bit. I actually get to help her a little bit tonight. So I have to in stream relatively on time. So by which I mean directly on time, by which I mean I have exactly 43 more minutes before I shut myself down. And I have this nice little alarm clock set up to go beep, beep, beep at me to make sure that I just give up wherever we are in exactly 43 minutes. And that's it. That's how long we got. That's how long we got to make the final ascent. And I was pretty excited that we were close to the end already. That by the time we came back from the break, we were already halfway up there. But whoops. Whoopsies. Whoopsie my tootsies. Even without the crown, I'll go back for the crown. I'll go back for the crown. Trust me, we're never finishing this game without the crown. I just want to get my practice in. I want to get my practice in. We'll be back for the crown. I've decided, I made the executive decision that I'm practicing the fucked up evil ledge right now and going back for the crown later. Because honestly, I don't know where it is. It's gonna take a long time to search. And I'm having fun. Like working on this right now. I have a personal goal to defeat this mountain. I want to keep working on that and go get the crown after as a victory lap. Or, you know, if we lose today and I never make it past it, I'm just gonna fucking jump off the cliff and go find the crown no matter what it takes before next stream. But it doesn't need to be on stream. On stream, I have limited practice time. I want to practice. I want to get my reps. Because I'd feel weird practicing this off stream. Technically, I could go work until I beat this part off stream. I'd have more time that way. I'd have more hours to put in. I could become a baby steps professional gamer off stream. But is it really the same if I don't get to share it? Is it the same? Is it the same if we're not all here talking about like random shit? If I'm climbing the mountain without random conversation happening, there's absolutely no point. More ability to lock in. I mean, yeah, there's way more ability to lock in if you're not streaming it, but I don't know. I kind of like not being fully locked in. I kind of like just, you know, hanging out with the squad. Nope. Wait, nope to what part? We need to see this shit? Exactly. Jode gets it. Woo! Woo! Jode understands. Like, technically, I could make like a 20-hour long recording of however long it takes me to beat this. I could record this and upload it to YouTube and be like, all right, guys, go watch it on my YouTube. But it's not the same if you're not here for it live. I want everyone to be able to see this live. I don't want the victory to happen while nobody's able to see it. Because I know that you would be sad and lonely and left out. I don't want that to happen. You keep thinking the seagull's coming to get me? Nah, it's not big enough. It's not big enough to take a Nate in single combat. If it was like a Cardiff seagull, maybe, but bitch-ass seagull on the cliffside up here, too weak. Fuck your stupid Chungus life. Dirty girl, what happened this time? What happened this time? Okay, we're back up to the evil ledge. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Bet that seagull doesn't even have drizzle. Do you see rain? Do you see rain right now, Marissa? Sure doesn't have drizzle. Probably has white smoke instead. Woo! Okay, I had to do some quick thinking to save myself there. I had to do some directional inputs real fast in that moment, and it didn't save me the second time. It did not save me the second time. It's crazy how easy it is to lose yourself on this freaking ledge. Ugh. They call it the man breaker, Nate. They call it the man breaker because there's no one on this planet who hasn't broken Nate. Nate, you're going to lose to this mountain. Little does fucking Jim know. Nate isn't doing this alone. He's being ratatouilleed by an anime fish girl. And the ratatouille combination will see him to the top of the mountain one day.
Yep.
We're not giving up on Nate. Ever. Hey. That being said, we're not going to stream this all week this week. This week, I feel like I kind of left you guys in the lurch last week where we just kind of obsessed over this mountain the entire fucking week long. I promised to take us on vacations to Mario this week. I promised to take us on vacations to Mario and perhaps even lands more exotic. Can I ask why those green stairs are there? Oh my god. You know what? Let me tell you, Jode. I'm gonna tell you and then I'm gonna link you the cutscene. So here's the thing. Look at those stairs. Look at those nice, guardrailed, beautiful stairs. I saw those stairs with a blinking red light at their tower. They have a blinking red light at the top of their tower. You can see it from miles away. From like 3 levels away, you can see it. And I kept looking at it and saying, oh my god, that's a staircase. The end of the game has a staircase. I can just go upstairs instead of doing the dumb baby climbing. I'm gonna get to the stairs. I'm going to the stairs. I can't wait to use that staircase. You get to the staircase. And literally, this character named Jim, who is voiced by Bennett Foddy himself, comes out of the side of the mountain to say, hey there, Nate. I built you some stairs. These stairs are for, you know, to make things a little easier. Maybe you should accept help and use the stairs for once. And Nate's like, no, like, I think I'll climb. I'll just climb the mountain normal. Jim's like, oh, well, that's funny because I built these stairs, which are right here and won't make it hard on you. They'll make your life easier. And Nate's like, no, like, I really just want to climb the mountain now. And Jim's like, well, if you use the stairs now, you're gonna have to call me the Stairs Lord. If you give in and use the baby stairs for babies as you see it, you're gonna have to call me the Lord of Stairs. You know what they call this path? This path that I'm on right now, Joe? They call it the Man Breaker. He's told me it's completely impossible to traverse. And Nate said, well, now I'm climbing the Man Breaker. I'm gonna beat the Man Breaker. I'm probably gonna have it in, you know, a casual, like, 5 minutes or whatever. And Jim says, okay, all right, have it your way. But when that staircase breaks you, I mean, this, like, stony climb breaks you, when you give in, when you surrender, I'll be here with my staircase. And you can call me the Stairs Lord. And I said, no, fuck you. No, fuck you, fuck you. No, fuck you, fuck you. No, actually, fuck you. And here I am, climbing this instead. I think you have a problem with accepting help. No, Nate has a problem with accepting help, and I'm a good role player. Nate has a problem with accepting help, and I'm an amazing role player. Yeah, like partway through the cutscene, like Jim gets desperate and he's like, you know what? I forbid you from using the stairs. You can't use the stairs now. And Nate's like, oh, maybe I can use the stairs. No, I can use the stairs, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to use them, but I could. No, you're forbidden. No, but you could. It's like, it's one of the best cutscenes I've ever seen. And I'm 100% on Nate's side here. We go up the hill. We go up the hill the traditional way, like champions. This challenge exists to be challenging. I play this game to be challenged. If I wanted to play a walking simulator where you just go from cutscene to cutscene, then I would. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn is what I'm here to do. This ain't nothing to do with accepting help. This is here about learning. You knew a Nate once? You knew him for a good 12 years. You wish you only knew him for 2 weeks? Holy shit. Do you mean like somebody who acts like Nate where he just won't accept help for anything? Or do you mean like somebody who is named Nate and was just a horrible person? Wow, you still here? Not for much longer, Lilith. I set an alarm, don't worry. The answer is yes to both. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry that it happened that way. I'm sorry that it happened that way. Like, real talk, we were actually having a really good moment with this game talking about how, like, it really is important to learn how to accept help. And you can actually see it where There have been instances in the past where Nate has been offered help and he's finally given in and learned to accept it. He's actually stopped doing things just for the sake of it. He started to work with other people. He started to overcome his social awkwardness. He started to know that he doesn't need to prove himself by making himself miserable. He can just ask for help when he needs it. He's been making friends. He's been growing as a person. And maybe this mountain climb is a backslide away from that behavior. But I don't care. I'm here to choose to fight the optional secret boss. I'm not here to bitch out of the optional secret final boss. I'm here. Is this a game of steps for babies? Is this a baby game for babies who choose to step? Yes, it is. What's up, Alluvia? How you doing today? No, I'm sorry, not Alluvia, Alluvial. How you doing today? How are you? And how do you have a fucking... That is such a weird baby emote. Why do you have that, you fucking bean? What is that doing here? Yeah, this is the game of stepping. We're taking our big boy steps. We're teaching Nate to walk like a big old man and not like a dumb old baby. And he's only slightly learning. The ratatouille is only slightly working sometimes. You're just working at the moment? Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad you have chosen joy in the workplace. It's nice to meet you. Welcome in. It's a baby game made by babies for babies. And I'm only going to break if I'm a baby. I'm only going to break and surrender on this challenge if I myself am a baby child who isn't capable of learning, growing, or overcoming a challenge. Eh. It's funny because, like, you know, the joke is that obviously this guy hasn't walked enough in his life. He's completely forgotten how to. His legs don't work so good because he just doesn't walk that much by choice. It's almost like teaching a baby to walk all over again. But I've actually come to respect him and his personal adherence to growth. His attempt to grow as a person is respectable. Not everyone does that. Not everyone does that. But, I'm immediately subverting that growth by just forcing him to go up the hard way anyway. Sorry, Nate. I know I'm choosing the renegade path. I know I'm choosing the bad end. But I want to beat the boss. I want to beat the boss, Nate. Let me take a step. Thank you, Odin. My posture sucked. I'm fixing it. I appreciate you. Thanks for checking on me. And of course, you get a hug. Eh. Hold on.
Oh no!
Pause. Hold on, pause.
Okay.
This man has the least balance of anything. He has the least balance of anyone I've ever experienced. He also has toe grip strength that is insane. He literally has like mountain goat feet. He can cling to the side of a dam that's a vertical surface in the right circumstances. And then there's like a stiff breeze and he just buckles over sideways. He's like this is like a super complex. He's either got the most rigid grip on the planet or he's fucking dead. There's no in between. Baby mode is very situational, but you're glad you have it. I couldn't, like, early on, I think YouTube does it now. YouTube, I think, has emotes that go from channel to channel now. I think when YouTube first launched their live streams, they only had like generic emotes. Then they had membership emotes that different channels could make. But those emotes wouldn't follow you from channel to channel. You couldn't use the Kai emote on YouTube and a Boar channel on YouTube. You could only use the channel emote on the channel. I think they changed it so you can use it on other stuff now. But like, honestly, I'd be lost without emotes. Emotes are so fucking funny. It's why I pay for Discord Nitro, even though it's probably a waste of my time and money. The ability to express yourself through these stupid, silly little fucking pictures is so important to me. There's a major turnoff from YouTube live streaming at the beginning. And it's one of the most beautiful things we have on twitch.tv.twitch.slash.tv.ww/twitch.
God.
One of the best things we got is stupid little emotes. I love them so much. Eating ramen has triggered your body response to drink water. I mean, it's all salt, right, man? Like, ramen's a lot of sodium. It's a lot of salt, buddy. Of course you want to drink water. You're bad with words, emotes help. Plus they're just fun. I'm sorry. Listen, my buttons are only somewhat working today, Canary. There's been an update to one side of software that didn't get updated on the other side of software. I gotta tickle their chin a little bit to get them working again. But hi, Canary, how you doing today? You feel weird not sending an emote? You feel weird sending an emote that doesn't have an emote attached? It feels too serious and professional. Yeah, I agree. I like to be fun. I like to be fun and light. and silly in all things that I send. I can't live without emotes. I need emotes in casual conversation or else it feels weird. Every once in a while, I have to message somebody on WhatsApp or like text messaging. And thank God there's at least a gift board on those things. Because without Discord emotes or Twitch emotes, I don't know what I'm saying to people. I can't process my emotions without having an emoji to go with it. It's really important. It's really important to be able to communicate in picture form. It's more fun that way. Life needs a bit of whimsy, exactly. I'm always gonna be of the opinion that life is difficult except whimsy. And I don't mean like except for whimsy, I mean like ACCEPT, accept whimsy in your life the same way you accept help in your life. Life needs whimsy because it sucks, man. It's so brutal. So like, the funny stuff makes it go down a little smoother. It's how we survive to get through the next difficult challenge. The hat, you say? No, it's okay. I have a button for this somewhere. Aha. I have to put on my clothes manually today. I don't have like the fucking butler bot to just come whisk away the things that you guys press. I have to go do it myself. It's a lot of effort. Get the impression Nate often grabbed things with his toes rather than getting up. Probably. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, helps the medicine go down, helps the medicine go down. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And there's some situations in life where you just literally can't be happy about something. There are some situations in life where there is no silver lining, there is no positivity, there is no way to spin it to be fun. Which means when you do have a chance to make something fun, I'm telling you, grab it by the pigtails and drive it into the ground. You have a chance in your life to make something fun, absolutely just jump on that. Please, take all the fun you can in the world, because that's like the fact that sometimes life is too serious and sometimes things are too hard and sometimes it can't be solved with a little tee-hee ha-ha and a positive outlook. That's why when you can just sit there and have fun, just take that. You know like the rat meme where they're just gripping the rat? Do that. Take that opportunity, seize it. Literally seize it. It's so important. You know what else is too hard? Strive ranked, right, dirty girl? So like, whimsy is important, and if you aren't aggressively whimsical, you're just gonna be miserable your whole life. Not what you're expecting to hear after grabbing by the pigtails, hee hee. Oh hee. Oh hee. Dirty girl. You know how you play games for like 5 minutes and immediately start playing a different game? I think you might have ADHD, lady.
No, why?
I swear you've picked up something new every like 10 minutes in chat. And homegirl, I think you might have ADHD. Life requires a bit of brat taming sometimes, a little bit. All I'm saying is, if you have an opportunity to have some fun in your life, to make things a little bit more fantastical, make things a little more whimsical, make things a little more fun, literally just absorb that opportunity immediately. That's all I'm trying to say. Ah! Is this the MPREG stream? No, that's tomorrow. No, look at the title, that's tomorrow. I have it on good authority that there will probably be BOWSER MPREG in Mario Mon tomorrow, like guaranteed. You're gonna have to wait, I'm sorry, get in line for next stream.
Mighty God.
Today, we're just trying to not fall off the mountain, and honestly, I'm very grateful. I respect Nate as a person, but I don't want to see him pregnant. I don't want to see him pregnant in any context. I'm not into it. Every stream should be? No, man, I couldn't keep up with that. Speaking as a girl who likes girls, I think eventually I'd burn out, like maybe after 5 minutes of MPREG content. Or maybe even 15 seconds. I can only be an ally for so long before I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. Can somebody else enjoy this for me, please? This can be somebody else's yum. I'm just feeling a lot of yuck right now. No, I'm good. You guys go have fun with it. Go play with your MPREG in a different room that's not mine. Eh. Listen, what's wrong with a little Nate Preg? What's wrong with a little Nate Preg? Absolutely nothing philosophically. Absolutely nothing ethically or morally wrong with a little Nate Preg. I'm just saying visually it's not my aesthetic. It's not my style. Have you beat that one single step? We have a new personal best. We've gotten closer than ever. It's weird because these streams have, you know, they look the same every time you tune in. They look the same. We've actually, on every single stream, every single 4 to 5 hours of my life I've dedicated to this climb, we've gotten further by the end of the day. So we are getting new PBs, but no, we have not ascended the final challenge yet. I'm really curious. I know Helena went off to watch the actual climb. Like, Helena in chat went off to go see this. Like, they looked up a YouTube video. She went to see what was going on with it, to see how this actually works. And, like, see how much longer it is. I haven't heard from her since, which means she might still be watching the video. Some artists can just drop the threat, I can draw you pregnant if you're not careful. And you're just like, no, I need to use that dark power. I've never heard of that, Kaylin. I've never heard an artist threaten another human being with, I can draw you pregnant. That's so screwed up. What the hell? I never even thought about how much power the artists in my life have. What the hell? That feels like the artist equivalent of, I could eat your eyes while they're still open. I could eat your eyes without anesthesia. Like, that's such a fucked up thing to say to somebody. That's so screwed up. Been threatened like that before? Horrific. I've heard that, unfortunately. It's weird, right? It's one of those things where it's like, it's like so outrageous that it's kind of funny. Don't make me draw you pregnant. It's like kind of funny, especially if it's something between friends, like friends who actually know each other and you're making a joke that you know both people are comfortable with. In some contexts, that would be really uncomfy for people.
Oh no!
Like, that can be really uncomfy. It's one of those, I think, things that you don't ever want to say to anyone. Unless you're talking to someone who you know will know that it's funny. You and that person are friends and have that repertoire. Because if you just out of the blue say that to somebody, like, that's actually like, oh no, you're gonna squeeze someone out. You're gonna squeeze them out. You're kind of a brat to an artist friend sometimes. You've heard it before, fair enough. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, it's a funny hee-ho. If you both agree it's a funny hee-ho. When somebody has decided it's not a hee-ho, the tee-hee-ha has been removed from the equation. That's the kind of joke you don't make blind. That's the kind of joke you don't just launch at somebody with no fucking prior understanding of their character or your connection to that person. That's the kind of thing that you lay out once you know well and good that you're both joking. Or, you know, like, you're both in on the hee-ho. The hee-ho must be shared. It's very important. What's my timer looking at? Oh my god, I have 20 minutes left. I have 20 minutes left to make it up this mountain. I mean, I have obviously the infinite. I could go streaming until the heat death of the universe and still trying to climb this mountain. But today specifically, I have 20 more minutes. Panic. Panic at the mountaintop. Let's at least get one more shot at Evil Ledge. Let's at least make one more shot at the fucked up Evil Ledge. Some people will just say, do it, coward. Yeah, nah. That's when you got true friendship going on.
Yep.
Woo. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. I almost got a little too excited. I almost got going too fast. I almost put Nate's feet up further than he could actually handle. I had to suppress a sneeze so hard there. That was like such an intense reverse sneeze. Holy shit. I'm okay. I did it. Wait. Sorry, Nate. I got excited. I was thinking about the sneezing. I'm gonna be thinking about nothing but your feet on this mountain. I promise, buddy. I promise, buddy. It's only you, me, and the mountain right now. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I wasn't focused enough. All right, let's try again. You only threaten your friends because you know they'll throw it back at you. Hell yeah. I can commission a mutual friend of ours $5. They'll draw you MPREG for $5. That's so fucked up. Funny.
Oh crap.
Ah! I feel like that had to be the side of his kneecap into the railing. That was like the funny bone of your knees. That was resonation that you could hear from out fucking a county mile away. Eh.
Nung.
Hello. To make it better, actually, hit me with the dirty girl. What's up? Eh. One of my favorite meme formats is those ones that has like Anakin and Padme, and it's like, you meant this, right? You meant this thing, right? And just Anakin just staring like, mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. No, I don't think I did.
Crap.
Right, right. Fucking love that meme. One of the only good things to come out of that cutscene? Cutscene! That scene in that movie. I have a favorite gif of Alucard flipping off with a smile I use way too often.
Wait.
I don't remember that. Is that Alucard like the Netflix Castlevania? Alucard? Or is that a different Alucard? I don't remember that scene. I've seen all of Castlevania except for the newest season. I don't remember the flippies. I don't remember the happy flippies. Netflix Castlevania, fair enough. Up. Alright, come on, Nate. Back up. Back up. Up, up, up. Up, up. Woo! I almost went way too fast there. I almost went way too fast. Eh. It was crazy watching Lilith play this game, watching my wife play this game, because she's a very precise, quick, accurate, go-fast gamer. This is a game that punishes you for going fast, because Nate is a little too wobbly to handle it and he fucks up a lot. But Lilith is so good at games that she manages to overcome going too fast syndrome. And like, even as floppy and pathetic as Nate is when you're trying to go fast, she managed to get up the mountain like mega fast anyways. Hyper skilled. But this is like one of those parts where I don't think there's a way to overcome it quickly. I think you have to slow down. And that's where it starts to get like, why can't I go fast? I need to watch a speedrun of this game. I need to watch like a glitchless speedrun. Because I know there's like, I've heard the speedrun is like 10 minutes or something. And that sounds like some kind of warp tech. I don't think you could actually just perfect play through the whole mountain in 10 minutes. That sounds to me like glitch tech. Like just getting his legs gathered up and sending him to the space. Speedrun goes up the stairs, unsurprisingly. Glitchless is way longer than glitched. Yeah, how long is the glitchless speedrun, Lilith? I'm curious. Let's go, Nate. Yo, what's up, Maseka? How you doing today? I'm rooting for Nate. I'm rooting for Nate. Yeah, Lilith is much better at speedrunning things than me. I'm a little bit more, I want to explore. I'm a little bit more slow when I do go up things correctly. I'm just like I'm methodical. I'm methodical. I'm just kind of like, I have fun like wandering. Glitchless speedrun is an hour? Holy shit. Super Meat Boy. This is not the time for Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is the time for Super Meat Boy. I fucking love Super Meat Boy. That game's so fun. This game is fun too, but I'm not the speed with it. Hold on, Nate. I wasn't happy with that plant. Okay, good enough. Whoo, scary. How can he recover from that sometimes, and other times he just decides to fall? How can he recover from that, and other times he just falls? Dude, toaster strudels are sick. Have fun, Power Goose. Okay. Up. Up. Okay. Woo, okay. All right. Okay. Back to this. Stardate 437. Whatever that even. Oh. No! Come on, Nate! No! Come on, Nate! No! Okay. We'll try again.
Oh,
Somehow there's a category that's only 30 seconds long. Huh. I don't know what category that would be. Dang. Super Meat Boy was the first game you had to give up on due to disability, due to inflaming tendons. I'm sorry to hear it. That's too bad. Ugh. That's gotta be mega frustrating. I don't even know. Like, I don't have any experience.
crap.
with anything along those lines, but I can imagine it was super frustrating. Ugh. I think Super Meat Boy for me was the first game that I discovered I really liked, like, precision platformers and, like, really punishing, really hardcore platformers. I love Super Meat Boy. That game is so much fun. Favorite game in Super Meat Boy? I fucking love that game. It's really funny because, like, I beat Super Meat Boy when it first came out, and I loved it, and I thought it was great. And as far as Super Meat Boy goes, I'm decent at it. I'm decent. I'm not that bad at Super Meat Boy. I would even say I'm like, you know, maybe like 80% good at Super Meat Boy. So, like a couple of years ago, God, it was either 2023 or 2024. No, it's 2023, I think. Might have been 2022. Lilith, my wife, who's also has been a streamer, we were doing Super Meat Boy. We did a race to see who could be Super Meat Boy first. And while I might be a player who enjoys and has beaten Super Meat Boy and loves it, Lilith is basically a speedrunner, and she's not even like, and she will say no. She'll be like, no, I'm not in the speedrun categories. Technically, no, she's not in the speedrun categories, I don't think, for the game. But she is basically, if she put her mind to it, she could be a speedrunner easily for that shit. She blasted through that game so fast that she actually stopped to play against, like, chess bots. She stopped to play chess matches while waiting for me to beat the last level we were on together. She was so far ahead of me, it was straight up of, like, tortoise in the hair, where she just stopped running Super Meat Boy, go play chess, wait till I caught up to her, and then go get, like, 2 levels ahead of me again. It wasn't even close. It was so bad. It was so bad. You stop and just beat a chess bot at the end of every world. Sometimes you stop for multiple chess bots. Sometimes you stop for multiple matches. It was brutal. It was a fucking slaughterhouse. She almost first tried almost every level in the game. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was joking about speedrunning. You have to be careful here. Yeah, no, this place is... It's the thing where if you're streaming, you just go on autopilot. So even the parts that are easy to you, you start to fall over. Because you're just talking. You're just talking. You're thinking about talking instead of, like, where your feet are going. It's the beauty and the pain of streaming.
Oh, no.
Streaming makes you worse at games. If you're, like, actually sitting there to hang out with people. Because obviously, some streamers are super skilled. They're either, like, god tier to the point that they play at their skill level and stream at the same time. Or they don't really talk at all. They just really focus on their gameplay. They just, like, silently sit there and do the thing. I am neither of those people. I am a moderately good learner who is learning moderately good at a difficult challenge while also nerfing myself by talking the whole time. Because what matters to me is that we're having fun. What matters to me is that we're having fun. To be fair, I warned against it being a bad idea. Yeah, it was fun though. It was a good stream. I really have fun pushing myself. I have fun pushing myself, and sometimes that means competing above your pay grade. Sometimes that means competing above your pay grade. That's why I like, for example, Lil's also really good at fighting games. If I stop practicing for even a second, Lilith will beat me 100% of the time on most games. If we're actually playing the same game actively and I'm learning about it, I can sometimes beat her 30% of the time. So like 10 matches, Lilith usually wins 7 and I win 3 if I'm actively working on getting better. She's always ahead of the curve on me. And I kind of love having that ability to challenge myself to... challenge myself against an opponent who's a lot stronger. Because I like learning through challenge. And I like seeing how far I can get against overwhelming odds. I think it's fun. So when we were talking about, hey, let's do some Super Meat Boy, let's do some Super Meat Boy fighting, I thought it'd be fun to see, A, am I anywhere close? And if I'm not close, how close can I get? Answer was, it was brutal, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You've learned some good stretches to mitigate some tendon issues? Aw, awesome. You couldn't stop yourself from push harder, jump higher. I noticed that too, like, not this game, but like Silksong. When I'm sprinting around on Silksong, you hold the right trigger to sprint. You don't need to like death grip it. You don't need to gorilla grip it. You don't need to squeeze it like you're trying to kill it.
God.
But I've noticed that a lot of times if I've been playing Silksong for a while, I'll just be like death gripping the controller, like, kill. Maybe shortcut using a rail? No, no, I'm not skipping any part of this climb. I refuse, Miseka. I have honor. I have pride. I have ego. Technically, if I was learning speedrun strats, you use save states to get you back up to the thing you're practicing. A medium compromise would be climbing up the stairs to the death ledge and then practicing the death ledge. But that's still a compromise. That's still a compromise. What's up, Cider? What's up? What am I guessing? Guess what? I'll chicken butt you. I'll chicken butt you. When your wife beats you mercilessly. There's occasional mercy. There's occasional mercy. Like, me and Lilith are pretty close to even. Depending on the day, literally any one of us can win a Smash game. You play 100 Smash games across like 3 weeks, and it'll be completely 50-50. We are evenly matched in the world of Super Smash Bros. Every other game, she kicks my ass. And I love having a challenge to try and overcome. I think it's fun to try to get good at something by facing overwhelming odds. Which maybe also explains why I'm here and not climbing the stairs. Probably explains it. You spent a whole week practicing lifting? Do you mean like in this game? Wait a second. Or like lifting in real life, like at the gym? Lifting as a technique in Super Meat Boy I've never heard of? Or lifting in this game? Like, what do you mean? What circumstance? What is practicing lifting in this context? You have that much stamina to smash with your friends 100 times a week? Listen, as long as it's fun, I'll do it forever. As long as it's fun, I'll do it forever. First place, oh, I'm sorry, I missed the first message. Power Ghost, you were in first place for what game? For what game, what speedrun? I'm really good at Smash. No, it's no joke. I take my Super Smash Bros. Very seriously. Super Smash Bros. Is my favorite fighting game of all time. It's like some of the most fun and joy I have in gaming. It's literally one of my happiest happies, is playing Super Smash Bros. There ain't no joke to be made there. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. Speaking of a way of life, this might be my last attempt, you guys. This might be my last one. This might be the last one. Your main is D3. D-D-D? D-D-D? A D-D-D-D-D? My main is Bayonetta. I play like, literally we looked at my playtime after hundreds of thousands of hours on fucking Smash Ultimate, Smash 4, Smash whatever. Every game since Bayonetta's come out, 99.9% of my hours are in Bayonetta. And recently I've developed like 0.1% of my hours in Byleth because I think Byleth is fun. Byleth is really cool, but she's just not as flexible as Bayonetta to different situations. Hey, Cider. No, I get you. I'm making a counter joke. You see, sometimes when you make a joke and somebody says, yeah, haha, I see you, but I'm making this other joke instead, it doesn't mean they didn't get you. It doesn't mean they didn't get you. We have to play Super Smash because it's the only game she can beat me in. Hey, it's not the only game. I can get a win sometimes. I can get a win sometimes in other games. Occasionally. Occasionally! Damn, I was thinking about Super Smash Bros. You don't know about other Smash Bros, but in 3DS games you usually do the Mii Fighter. Which Mii Fighter? You told me what? Herd movement super slowly. Yeah, no, so like what my tech is for trying to get up there, Miseka, what I'm trying to do is like get my toes up on the platform and do this. That's the tech I'm trying for. But yeah, I got distracted. I was talking to somebody. I wasn't thinking about the climb. Oh yeah, fighter specifically the one with the fists. Isn't it Mii Brawler? Isn't it like Brawler, Gunner, and Swordsman, and they're all called Mii Fighter? That's what I was wondering. I'm pretty sure the fists one is Mii Brawler. But if it's just Mii Fighter, I stand corrected. Always use counter throw. Counter throw is really fun. Counter throw is real fun. I love the Mii Fighter. The Mii with the fists is the most fun Mii. I will agree with that. Best Mii is fists Mii. Which kind of sounds like, yeah. Mii Brawler, yeah. Yeah, Mii Brawler is super sick. You're cultured. You're absolutely cultured. Up. All right. I can only get up the mountain one more time. If I fall again, it's over. We're getting about to the end of stream.
Your butt.
I'm about out of time, so I think I can make one more attempt. See? You get me, Nuclear Cider. Up, up, up. Best me is fists me. You know, we could just make that the raid message and go pick someone to go say it. We could go raid somebody and try to get them to say that. That could be our raid today. Nate, your shoes are untied. Gasp! Don't distract him, he's working very hard right now. You ask him a question at the wrong moment, he'll lose his focus and plummet to the earth below. But I don't have He's gone. He's gone forever. This might be his only chance to succeed today. In fact, it is the last climb of the stream, so... If we distract him and he falls, it's on you. Talking about his non-imaginary, non-inventive, non-real shoes. What happened to the Burger King crown? It's off in the grass somewhere, so I decided I wanted to get practice.
God.
I decided I wanted to get some practice climbing without it. And later tonight, after dinner and like helping my wife with cosplay, I'll go dig it up out of the grass. Right now, I'm just working on practicing the climb itself. I didn't want to spend like another 30 minutes on stream trying to figure out where in the grass it went because we couldn't find it after a quick search. And I was like, yeah, we'll just climb some. We'll go back for it later. We'll go back for it. And I'll make sure I have it at the beginning of next stream.
Oh.
Nate behaves the exact same way I'm sure will happen if you ever climb stairs without a guardrail. You're just like, you know that like paranoid fear that you get in your body sometimes? Like, I don't need this guardrail, but what if I don't? Run is still there in 18th place? Damn. I mean, honestly, from the fact that you started when the entire thing was uncontested, maintaining 18th place on the first run of a game is actually crazy. Pretty high tier for something that hadn't been like labbed out yet. You have returned. Hi, Mater. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. Hi. How's your day going? How you been? Unfortunately, you're here right at the end, right at the last attempt, the last shot to climb the mountain. One shot, one opportunity. My next fall is the end for today. For today. But that means you might be here for victory. You might be here for the first successful attempt we've ever had at this part of the climb. Okay, Kai, don't think about making words for a second. Think about getting Nate safe. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go find my crown. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna find my crown so we have it for next stream. I can't afford time for another climb today. I can't do another one. We gotta find the crown. We gotta go back up one more time later. But for right now, I'm gonna head out. We're gonna tell somebody about the best me is the fists me. Let's go somewhere else. Best me is fists me. We weren't even playing Smash today, but that's okay. All you need to know is that the best me that there is the fists me. The best me is the fists me. Let me go see who I can drop this message on. Let's go see who's live and waiting for this. Oh, there's my alarm to end stream. Cool. All right, cool. I made it. I made it perfectly. Next time, we'll finally take that last step up the mountain. That's not tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is going to be... I think tomorrow should be Mario. We can't do baby steps every day all week long. I want to take you guys other places. I want to take you someplace nice every once in a while. So tomorrow specifically is going to be... Yeah, it's gonna be Mario. We'll come back to baby steps later in the week. We'll figure it out. Huh. You know, I was really excited for this raid message. And, I don't see that many raid targets on right now, actually. Almost nobody on my following list is on right now. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna raid Velvet again. We're gonna raid Velvet again. Velvet puppy. I think Velvet's ready for this. The best me is the fists me. She'll understand. She'll know. She'll know exactly what we mean. She's currently playing The Legend of Zelda Randomizer. She's playing The Legends of Zelda Randomizer. It's her HRT anniversary, and she's also learning how to do a Zelda randomizer from the lovely Poffelcakey. So, go let him know that the best me in Smash is the fists me. And you guys have an amazing night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for Mario and Pokemon at the same time. For right now, thanks for hanging out. Beat him next time.